What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and we are live today. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about all about cold calling and really cold calling mastery. And I'm really excited about this, guys. I really just want to break down cold calling from a beginner's perspective all the way to an advanced one. This isn't going to be some like module type training, guys. That's all at freewholesaling.com. Really, what I want to do is break down and talk to the people, answer any questions, but really educate you on how to become a master of cold calling. I want to break down all the pillars of cold calling and everything you need to know about cold calling in your real estate wholesaling business. So, guys, before I get into it, you already know, I think everyone knows, I'm ready to pop it up. But before we get into it, guys, remember, you need to smash that like button and subscribe to get the most free content, the most free value from me, guys. I am here to break down everything, guys. These gurus out here, they will not stop talking. They will not stop just selling courses on cold calling. So I want to give a complete breakdown for you guys today, all about cold calling. And I just want to make it, you and me, we're going to talk today. So guys, I'm going to go for as long as you need me to today. Also, you guys saw in the end here, I want to do a wholesaling real estate cold calling role play. So let me go share the link on that too. If you guys want to hop on and, just talk to me. Any questions you have on cold calling, I want to answer it, guys. I want everyone on here to hopefully get a one-on-one coaching from me on cold calling, because all you literally have to do to get a one-on-one cold calling coaching literally from me one-on-one, all you got to do is go to StreamYard.com/U7WM98NEN5C. And guys, cold calling helped change my life and get me started in wholesaling real estate. I was doing great bandit signs, but bandit signs weren't working too much at the end. And I got into cold calling and it changed everything. And guys, if you're not jacked up right now to go learn cold calling and become a master cold caller, I don't know what else I can tell you. Cold calling changed my life. If you are not jacked up to change your life and learn cold calling, learn how to actually get in front of sellers, learn how to close sellers over the phone, and change everything for wholesaling real estate. Guys, if you are not pumped up, jacked up to get your first deal in cold calling for wholesaling real estate, I don't know what else will jack you up. We got the DJ today. He's in the house. He's going to pump you up and get you going, because I'm jazzed up. Cold calling changed my life. I am here to help people. I know there's somebody right now who doesn't know cold calling that needs to learn it today, and I know I'm going to help them. My veins are jacked up. I'm ready to go. I'm all jacked up on tap water. That's how jacked up I am. I got water, no coffee today. I'm ready to go. Some of you guys need to match my energy. I don't think you guys are. So let's go out there. Let's get it going.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Let's go, guys. Let's get it pumped up, guys. Guys, I love the energy I'm seeing in the comments, guys. Like this video, subscribe, network in the comments, and let's get it going. So, guys, I just released the link here if anyone wants to hop on for coaching on there or just do a role play or something. But really, guys, you've seen me week over week doing live calling, talking to sellers, absolute live, for sale by owner, probates, cold calling. Guys, every single week I'm doing some sort of live calling. Maybe it's with motivated sellers. Maybe it's with you guys, but I want a live, raw, uncut when it comes to cold calling sellers. Guys, these gurus out here, They don't do this. There's rarely anyone that'll do a cold calling role play, or they don't do one anymore, but sometimes they do. But guys, there's only a handful that really go out here and talk to somebody one-on-one over a video chat for free. I'm the only guy, I'm pretty sure, that does any of this stuff. I mean, some people do cold calling role play, but they won't do it all for free. So I'm pumped up, guys. Let's get it going. We got Zach Strong. What is up, Tony? Let's get it. Raquel says, what's up? Tony's pumped up. Solo Dolo's pumped up. Oh, snap. Let's get it, guys. Gets me every time. I love it, Robert. But yeah, let's tap it in, guys. So let's get it going, guys. So Raul asked here, cold calling changed your life, guys. Cold calling changed my life. Why do I get hyper? Raul says, because I love cold calling. And then Raul says, I'm an idiot. Yes, I am an idiot. I'm an idiot for wholesaling real estate, and I love this business like crazy. So I love it, guys. So what I want to break down, we got a lot of people in the back here ready for some calling. What I want to just tell you guys really quick, preference is cold calling. For cold calling mastery, what are the best lists to do? And when I'm talking to sellers and talking to everyone here, you guys can sort of see it, guys. Freewholesaling.com. Let me pop that up really quick for you guys. Just if you guys are wondering where a lot of my free wholesaling stuff is, on my cold calling course and everything, it's all for free, guys. I'm not here to go sell you guys, do a long live here and help people out, and then just it's my $10,000 cold calling course, guys. I'm getting in trouble for saying this. I know a lot of people get mad at me when I say this. Do not buy a cold calling course from your guru. There's some gurus out here that go live maybe once or twice a week, and they'll talk about cold calling, how great it is, and they'll tell you about cold calling. They'll give you 40% of what you need to know about cold calling. They might not tell you the exact list, or they might not tell you the exact script, or a little bit. They'll give you 40% of what you need to know about cold calling, and then guess what they do? If you want to join it, join my insider program where I'll teach you about cold calling, and we'll get a discovery call. And at the discovery call, they try to get you emotionally riled up, get your credit card out, and charge you $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. I saw a $7,800 course. I saw a $10,000 cold calling course. They teach you cold calling. And cold calling is absolutely for free. Guys, there's no secret of cold calling. Freewholesaling.com breaks it all down. I'll give you a crash course really quick, like in under 15 minutes of cold calling. Let's break it down. So cold calling, in the beginning, what are the best lists for cold calling? The stuff you got to pay a bunch of money for, guys. So I'm telling you, got to put these gurus out of business. The only way I can do it. So the best list of cold call, if you're doing high volume, I recommend high equity and vacants. If you don't have a lot of time or a lot of money to do skip tracing, again, skip tracing you do for free. Nobody talks about that either. But the best lists are government lists by far, pound for pound. We're going to call it pound for pound for cold calling. It is government list. These are your water shutoffs, your fire damage properties, your code violations. These are the lists the divorce list, the taxing list. These are all the lists you get from the government. These are absolutely one of the best lists to get for cold calling. To actually pull them, guys, freewholesaling.com. I break it down even more, but you just got to go to the government lists, go to the local government, go to the for the water shutoff, all you got to do is go to the utility department and ask for water shutoffs, code violations, ask for code violations, go to the clerk of court, get the probates, tax liens, IRS lien list, guys. I talk about all of this. I'm not scared to talk about it. And it's one of the absolute best lists to get. And then obviously Drawing for Dollars is one of my fan favorite lists for cold calling when it comes to that. And really for skip tracing next is you got a couple options for skip tracing. You can either go out there and pay for a list, use like smszach.com for it. It'll probably cost you 12 to 14 cents. And that's not bad. I mean, once you got some more money, it makes sense to pay for skip tracing. I mean, time's valuable, but between you and me, this is a secret. Nobody talks about this. This is like a huge secret for cold calling because nobody wants you to get free skip tracing for some reason. I don't know. Guys, I treat it like motivated sellers. I tell a motivated seller, especially in cold calling when I'm trying to sell a deal, hey, I'm not going to be your best offer. I'm not going to be your best offer, but here's the truth. If you want to sell it for a discount, you go with me. And here's the thing with skip tracing, most people make no money selling like an affiliate for skip tracing. If they talk about this, and I want people to know, guys, you get free skip tracing. Skip tracing, it's free. You pay for a service sometimes for it, but truepeoplesearch.com, TruePeoplesearch.com. If no one, it needs spelling for it, TruePeopleSearch.com is the best skip tracing site pound for pound because it's free. You get what you pay for there. Very accurate. I would say 70% of the time, 60 to 70, depending on your market, you'll actually get in front of a seller or get their phone number absolutely for free. For most people, I think if you're making under 50, 40K a year in wholesaling real estate, just starting out, that's probably the best list you can use. Now, use SMSAC.com if you want, if you start paying for it, but really TruePeopleSearch.com is really good for when you're absolutely starting out. Now, if you want to get into cold calling mastery, cold calling, you're calling these lists, you got their phone numbers, you start dialing. Dialing services you can use. You can pay for a dialer, which will call 3 numbers at the same time, which would be 3 to 4 times as efficient in your cold calling than using like a single line dialer. That's me just going 4, 3, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, 4. Like individually, that sucks, guys. You don't want to be doing that. But for a lot of things, it's actually not too bad, and I would definitely recommend it. So single line dialer is pretty good. I can always break down any questions you guys have. I'd love to break that down, but I use like a ZachDialer.com. That's another really good one to do. But I can tell you right now, it's unless you're making like over 100K per year in wholesaling real estate, or even you get your first 5-10 deals, I would not be paying for things. I think your money's best spent using that to reinvest in the business on lists. So I would be very wary on starting to pay for something until you actually get it going. So either a Mojo Dialer or ZachDialer.com. Those are really good services. You get 3 lines. Anything over 3 lines, you're going to get a lot of spam likelies on your thing. So I wouldn't recommend that. So that's the dialer. And then now comes the nice, sexy part. And I know everyone is about to do the cold calling here. It's the way I can describe this is I can tell you what to say on a cold call, but until rubber meets the road and you actually start calling, it's a lot different. I know the script is, hey, are you looking to sell your house? That's great to know. But when you're actually talking to sellers, woo, it's different. Some of them are just going to go off the bat and say, hey, who are you? Who are you? What do you want? What do you want? You're like, oh my gosh, like you don't know what to do. So it's really good to be prepared. That's why I like doing role plays, because it puts you in different situations. That's why I go live for hours and hours and hours doing live cold calling. Guys, I know you guys love it. Other gurus say doing live cold calling or role plays is a waste of time. It's not, guys. Guys, I like pumping it up. And I'm telling you guys right now, in wholesaling real estate, cold calling is pound for pound the best marketing channel out there. Pound for pound, the best marketing channel out there. You can absolutely do it for free. I love cold calling because you're gaining 2 skill sets while doing it. Technically 3 if you do for sale by owners. Number 1, when you're cold, is somebody trying me right now? Who is trying me right now for cold calling not being the best pound for pound marketing thing? Let me explain. Guys are trying me so bad right now. So some of these people in the comments, but cold calling, first of all, you can do it for free. You are gaining acquisitions knowledge and acquisition skills while cold calling. So you're getting in front of motivated sellers. You are getting better at, you are literally getting in front of motivated sellers and getting real estate deals. And you're sharpening your axe on acquisitions for other marketing channels. What's better than that? And it's free. Come on. Skip tracing is free. Google Voice is free. It's all free. Yeah, you could pay for it, obviously. Also, with cold calling, you can scale it. You can have a VA do it for you. It's very simple. Guys, cold calling is very simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Just like wholesaling real estate. It's not hard to learn wholesaling or do it. It's just hard doing the grind or having the discipline to get going in cold calling. So when it comes to calling, my script is very easy. It is literally 2 sentences. That's it. You ask 2 questions on the cold call, and then you get in the 4 pillars, and you set the appointment, and you're good to go, or you go on the next call. That is cold calling right now. In 2021 and 2022, especially 2022, for cold calling mastery, you got to ask 2 questions. And that is completely against the line of what most wholesaling cold calling gurus say, because I'll tell you a secret, they can't sell you a course if they actually know the truth of it. I think I'm giving you guys I give you the red pill or the blue pill. Which one are you guys going to take? Because the new Matrix movie is coming out. Which one are you going to take? Learn the truth about cold calling, or be in this fairyland where you have to be this crazy, like Wolf of Wall Street type person and be this like super slick talker, closing deals and being all cool, and you got the whole crowd. Guys, cold calling's not that. Cold calling's you alone behind a phone or dialer talking to sellers when no one's ever looking at you. Yes, it's really sexy to go out here and what is it? Have the nice little awesome check, like, yeah, I got the check. Woo! Like, it looks all cool. Everyone's celebrating you on Facebook or Instagram, like, yeah, I got the check. But everyone's celebrating your wins with a check. But nobody's there celebrating you when you just spent 3 hours on a cold calling session or 4 or 5 hours like I used to do and get zero leads. Nobody was there rooting for me during that. Nobody was behind my back telling me you got this. Nobody. So I hate the people that go out there that will celebrate someone's win, but they will not celebrate someone tenacity and discipline to get into cold calling, because those hours of me just failing cold calling and going out there led me to getting better and better with my acquisition skills to go have checks like a monthly, multiple 50, 40, 50, 60, $70,000 deals every single month, because I spent the hours, I put the time in to get it going. So again, I'm giving you guys the red pill here. I'm pretty sure the red pill is the truth pill, but correct me if I'm wrong. I want to make sure I'm right there. But guys, I'm giving you the truth for cold calling. I'm going to get in absolute trouble. We got reinforced concrete around me here in the studio. So if a guru is going to go crashing in here telling me to stop it because they're not going to go make $10,000 off of you for selling a course, hopefully no one comes in. We got the studio's locked in. We're hurricane shuttered in, so we're good. Cold calling, the script is 2 sentences. And these sentences are, again, you cannot sell a $5,000 cold calling course, because I can't even, let's say I want to go out here and charge you guys a $5,000 cold calling course. People will pay for it, obviously. I'll probably get hundreds and thousands of people in there and I'll make a ton of money, but I'm never going to do that. It would, I don't think it'd even sell well. People would sell it just because they love the other free content I give, but it would not sell really well, because guess what? You're going to go in the course and be like, your script is 2 sentences? Yeah. And I make 7 figures in my wholesaling operation with direct mail, cold calling, SMS text blasting, probate mailers, drawing for dollars with the team. And that's my cold calling. So they'll be like, I want my money back. That's not the secret that I paid for. Guys, that's what literally would happen if I sold the cold calling course. That's why I don't have a cold calling course that I sell for money. I have it for free at freewholesaling.com. Freewholesaling.com, guys, is the Netflix of wholesaling real estate. All the content, like you go Netflix, all the comedy, documentaries, movies, TV shows, they're all in there, original content. That's what free wholesaling is. It's got Breaking Bad's the cold calling, or The Office is cold calling, and then you got other stuff in there. The probates is Squid Games, I guess. I don't know how to get the young kids or something. I'm too busy wholesaling real estate to watch Squid Games in the NFL. But literally 2 questions here. I know you guys are just begging for the questions. Number 1 is, you guys are going to be really upset. Just, guys, imagine you paid $5,000 for this information I'm giving it to you right now. You're going to be very upset. Number 1, are you the owner of 123 Main Street? Hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Street? Is this John? Yes, this is John. Ready for the second question? Hey, John, are you interested in selling that property? That's literally the 2 questions you have to ask. And guess what? This comes back into 2 things. Ready? Number 1, if they can only say really 2 or 3 things. Number 1, yes, I am actually looking to sell my property. Great. We have 4 questions we can ask from there. Or, no, I do not want to sell my property. Okay, have a great day. That's it. Now you can get some FUs, maybe, I don't know. And then maybe, hey, I know you're not looking to sell your property. Is there any other properties looking to sell? That's it. Like, that's really what you can get for cold calling. So when it comes to this, and if they say yes, then we go in the 4 pillars of wholesaling, which I think everyone's heard here, but let me repeat it again. It is, then you go into their motivation, why they're looking to sell the property. Hey, John, why are you looking to sell the property? Number 2 here, the condition. What is the property looking like? Hey, how's the roof? How's the AC, flooring? Is anything updated? That's condition. Next year is time frame. When are they looking to sell the property? Hey, John, when are you looking to sell the property? Is this in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, a year, next week? And then the next one, that's time frame. And then last really is price. How much they're looking to sell the property for. 100,000, 120, 150. What I figured out in cold calling, especially when they say yes, is you can change price pretty easy. If someone's got a $200,000 price and you go cold call them and then you go meet them or do a virtual wholesaling appointment and you have your acquisitions good, which freewholesaling.com, we teach that, you can bring them easily from 200 to 150 with the right rapport and speed. Hands down, that's honestly very simple to do. But it's extremely hard to change someone's time frame, to change someone's condition of the property. I mean, unless a crazy storm happens, or change their motivation. Motivation is probably hands down the hardest thing to change, but you can change the price. So you should be focusing very, very hard on the 3 to know, because you can't change that, and then the price you can change. So the price doesn't matter because it can be manipulated and changed very easy. But condition, motivation, and motivation, condition, time frame, and then price. The reason why I say in that order is that's the order you should be talking about: motivation, condition, time frame, price. And from there, you set the appointment, you go meet with them, ask them if they're looking, because they're looking to sell, build some rapport, have them say an offer first, get a lower offer, put it on a contract, find a cash buyer, do an assignment of contract for a profit, get a nice check, get some money. That's it, guys. Like, you guys don't have to be buying a $5,000 course. I literally teach this stuff all for free at freewholesaling.com. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, Juan knows it right here. Haha, that sounds like a mod on your site. It is the Netflix of wholesaling. I'm telling you right now. That's it. I won't use that because it is wholesaling. Wholesaling is freewholesaling.com. And that's it. I've had people tell me you're the Grant Cardone of wholesaling. You're the Kobe Bryant of wholesaling. I'm like, no, I'm the Zach Ginn of wholesaling. I'm me. So yeah, we are Netflix of wholesaling. I did say that, but we are our own thing, and there's nothing like it in wholesaling real estate. I guarantee you guys, and you guys, it's all free. So I don't know what to tell you, but guys, that is cold calling. So let's pop up some people. Let's talk. Let's see if I can help someone with cold calling today. Get some live role plays, really break down some situations where you got to talk to sellers and see what I can do. Juan says, if he saw your HUDs, he wouldn't call you an idiot. That's another thing. Guys, I'm the only one also that literally shares my HUDs. I don't know why this is a scary thing, but I share my HUDs on all my vlogs. Like when I say I make 70K on a deal, I'll show you the HUD. I'm not scared. Or sometimes I go to a deal and we're about to put it on the market, I'll do a vlog on it because I'm not going back out there to do it. But we share all the vlogs, even on the after. So I'm telling you right now. So let's get the questions going, guys. We got a ton of people on here today. So that's awesome, guys. I mean, the more people are always on here, I can tell you right now, the more people that I see on here, the more I want to go longer on the video. So let's get into the live portion of this, guys, where I talk to you guys live, do some video calls. But before we get into it, guys, here's the one thing I do ask. So I tell you guys to like this video and subscribe, and I trust you. But I want to see this. So we're at probably between the two live channels on YouTube, we're about 25 likes. And obviously it pumps up to 300-400 sometimes. I think so. We're at 25 likes right now. So once we get to 50 likes on YouTube, we'll start the live process. And that should take about 2 minutes. I would say a minute or two. But some people are like, oh, shoot, I didn't like this video. I want Zach to go live. So they'll click it. So that's the only thing I have to do to get engagement up, guys. I have to keep engagement up. If you guys do that, you might be saying, Zach, but I'm not on YouTube. How do I get it going faster? Do me a favor. In the comments, if you're on Facebook, comment below what market you're in and how you'd like to JV. So this is what I want to do. So let me do a fake one. So my name is Zach Ginn. I'm going to put it. I'm in South Florida. But I want everyone on Facebook to comment if you guys want. And then you're going to put, I need to work on my, say, cold calling skills. Now, I don't need help with my cold calling skills, but I want you guys to put a weakness and then a strength. And then I'm very good at marketing. Okay. Now, why am I telling you to do this? So let me just give you an example. So I can put here like, hey, my name's Zach Ginn. I'm from South Florida. I need help on my cold calling skills. And then I'm going to put, I'm very good at cold calling, or I'm very good at marketing, or you put it all in one sentence. Why I'm asking you guys to do that, first of all, it pops engagement up. Also, let's say I see someone else in the comments and they're very good at cold calling and they need a lot of help and they need a lot of help in marketing. Maybe I can help them and we can JV together. That's why I like Facebook, because you can click on the profile and actually message someone and you guys can actually get a good connection from there. Guys, I want to play matchmaker here for networking when it comes to everything. And every time I tell someone to we'll start doing it at whatever likes, the viewership goes from 70 people to 100 instantly because it starts getting liked and the engagement goes up. So guys, comment below your strength and your weakness and what market you're in. And it will help you guys so much. I promise you, there'll be someone who has their weakness is their strength, and your strength is their weakness. And you guys can help the people out. Whoa. Oh, geez. We're pretty, we got 5 more likes, guys. Oh, shoot. No, we got 3 more. Yeah, 10 more likes. And then we get it going, guys. I love the network in the comments, guys. I love it, guys. We got a couple people backstage, so I'm pretty excited about that to bring them on and talking. Nigel says, listening in the shower, I refuse to miss the value give. Guys, like this. Hey, I'm good at cold calling, but this person's weak at choosing the right list to call. And that's a pretty good one to ask. So I appreciate you guys being vulnerable here. And it's not to disparage anyone on a weakness or a strength, but it's to connect people out there. Like, hey, I'm actually really good. Hey, you're in San Diego and let's say you're in San Antonio, you're struggling on a good list. Hey, you know what? I actually do virtual in San Diego. Hey, the code violation's insane there. Guys, it will be amazing, guys. I'm telling you right now. Just like this. Guys, look at this. San Antonio, I need to work on cold calling on Mojo Daily, and he's the king of drawing for dollars. Guys, connect. I'm telling you. Look, we can cold calling strength is in paperwork and organizing. There's G3. There's so many people in Orlando that probably want to JV with you that are terrible at organizing, but they'll help you out with their cold calling list in Orlando and cold calling. Guys, that's what I'm trying to do. Build connections, guys. That's where a lot of people sell their guru thing because they do it. So it's amazing, guys. I appreciate you guys commenting on there. It means a lot. So let's check the likes. I think we're here. Pump the likes up. Oh, shoot. All right. We get it. And boom, we got it. Awesome. Let's top some people out. And boom, boom, boom. Let's get it going. So first person we got here. Let's pop it up. Let's get it going, guys. And let's see what we got. Hello. Keisha? Can you hear me? Hello. All right. Wait for you to hop on. Jose?
Hello.
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am blessed, man. Every day above ground's an amazing day.
I agree.
So what's up, man? How can I help you out with cold calling? Do you want to do a live role play? Let me know how I can help you out in your wholesaling real estate business.
I would like to try a cold call live. I
Do it,
think
man.
that's my strong suit, so I kind of would love some feedback, I guess. And
Okay.
yeah, I guess we're gonna start there.
All right, man. Sweet. I'm telling you, everyone's a critic. I mean, no one's perfect in cold calling.
Yeah,
Guys, you see me going live. Of course, you have critiques of me, but of course, unless you're in someone's shoes, it's a little different. So let's get it going, man. Jose, where are you out of right now? What's your market?
I'm in Pennsylvania, northeastern Pennsylvania.
Ooh, snap. That's actually a pretty good market.
Yeah, it's booming right now, and even with cash buyers as well, not just retail.
Sweet. Is that what, like Lehigh region? What?
Yeah, I'm a little bit more eastern than that. I'm about 40 minutes from Lehigh. I'm in Monroe County.
Awesome. Sweet. All right. I love it, man. So let's get it, man. So you ready to start off?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
All right, let's go.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, my name is Jose, and I work with a group of investors.
Who is this?
This is Jose.
What do you want?
I'm actually just giving you a quick call. I'm sorry to interrupt if I did. I work with a group of investors looking to buy a property in the Monroe County area for all cash. Do you have a house or property that you're interested in selling?
Possibly. I have a property, but
Great.
how
Well,
did you get my
before we
number?
well, actually, I've received a list of qualified homeowners.
From
So,
who?
but before, just from public records, actually, you'd be surprised what Google and
Who's
public.
giving my phone number away?
I'm not. I'm sure it's public information. That's normally how we do
Okay.
get that
Okay.
information. But before we do move forward, may I ask who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
This is Zach.
All right. Well, nice to meet you, Zach. Would it be
Nice to
okay
meet
to
you.
call you Zach, or is there another name you prefer?
That's what everyone calls me.
All right, Zach.
My wife calls me idiot.
So let me ask you, Zach, how long have you lived in the home?
I've lived here about 32 years.
32 years. Wow, you've really put in some time.
Oh yeah, I love this place.
Nice. And besides of you owning the property, the reason I was giving you a call, Zach, is that uh, the property that you own, we're interested in actually purchasing. So, but I want to make sure that I have the correct address, including this, the area and zip code. So, can you actually just verify your address for me?
Yeah, it's 123 Main Street.
Okay, excellent. So let me just repeat that back. That's 123 Main Street, just to make sure I got it right. And you are the outright owner of this property?
Me and my wife, yes.
Okay, great. So as I stated earlier, we work with a group of investors looking to buy properties for all cash in your neighborhood. Here's pretty much how it works. My role is to actually collect information from you about your property. I'll send it over to my partner and then come to you pretty much with a cash offer as long as we can agree.
Okay. So
Keep
you're
in
not buying
mind,
the property? Is it your partner that's buying it? Who's actually
we
buying my house?
so we do both make the decision to purchase the property, of course.
Okay.
But when we do buy the property, we actually buy it as is, exactly how it is. So you don't have to worry about having to fix anything. We also pay all the closing fees, and we do close on your date of choice, which is pretty good. Fair enough?
Okay.
All right. So, Zach, assuming that we're able to agree on a price that works for you, why are you interested in selling this property?
I'm trying to move to Florida. It's too cold up here.
What part of Florida?
I don't know, Miami.
Miami, Florida. I haven't been there yet. I got to
Oh
make
yeah.
sure I make it a trip.
Oh
Are you
yeah, it's a
retiring?
nice place. I'm semi-retired right now.
Okay. So how soon are you looking to get down there?
Before winter.
Nice. All right. I see. It's perfect time.
Oh
Season's
yeah.
pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
Well, let me ask you just a few questions just to make sure it's something that we're interested in doing. Let me ask you, Zach, are there any mortgages or liens that we need to pay off at the closing?
No, I own this property free and clear.
Great. Great. And if I can get an acceptable offer, how soon you said you were looking to sell?
Mm, probably 2 months. I need to move my stuff down south, and it should work. I mean, Sally, she's got a lot of kitchen stuff, but we just got to figure out how to move that down south. But yeah, about 2 months.
Okay. So you would say that was a preference or a deadline?
Um, Preference.
Okay. Perfect. I just want to make sure I'm getting all this. So, Zach, let's talk a little bit more about the property. And just to verify, your home is about 1,300 square feet. Ranch has 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, great. And does it have a garage or basement?
Yes, as a basement.
Okay. Actually, is it finished or?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And are there any other features that I should know about that you might want to
Um,
point out? Maybe.
no, it's a pretty nice house. My wife maybe put a new kitchen in last year, but no, it's pretty good. It's got a newer roof, 2017, and
Good.
brand new kitchen in there. She made me put an island on there. I'd spend 15,000 on that. It's
Happy
ridiculous.
wife, happy life, as they say.
I agree.
Okay. Well, as far as repairs go, Zach, you don't have to really, worry about that. Again, we buy as is, so you don't have to make any repairs. But just to help me understand what kind of work or updates would you think that the property needs after we purchase it from you?
I don't
Like,
know.
what
It's in
does the
pretty good
exterior look
condition.
like?
It's in pretty good condition.
The outside, the exterior is pretty good.
Yeah,
You said roof is fairly new. How's the electrical in the home?
it's working pretty good. I mean, it
Excellent.
gets pretty warm and then cool in the summer. So,
Nice. Any plumbing issues?
I don't think so. I mean, it's working good. I just used the toilet yesterday, so it's working all good.
Good. No leaks. That's excellent. Is there any structural damages I need to know about?
I don't believe so.
All right. And how are the windows? Do you know even like the type of windows that are currently installed, or?
I think they're regular glass. I mean, they're flush, but they're the regular windows, I would say.
Okay. And you said you've owned the home for 32 years, right?
Correct.
So pretty much they're the same windows that were there from since you owned the home.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. And how about, you said the kitchen's updated. How about the bathrooms?
The bathrooms are original.
Original bathrooms. Okay, so they could use some work. Any doors need to be replaced that you could think of off the top of your head?
Nope.
Excellent. All right. All right. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for the information. That makes it really helpful for me so I can make an intelligent and a fair offer for you, of course. Considering the work needed to update the property, how much do you think actually that it'll cost to put the property into, 2022, 2021 conditions?
I don't know. It's livable for me and Sally. So, raised 3 kids there and
Mhm.
2 dogs. So it's pretty good.
Do you think it'll cost like what, 60 or 70,000?
For what? Repairs?
Yeah, not that high.
I wouldn't put that into the house.
Okay, so would you say
I'd buy a boat in Miami
50,000?
for that.
Does 50,000 seem realistic?
I don't think it needs any work.
It doesn't need any work.
I think it's good just the way it is.
Well, I'm sure it's your home. You wouldn't live in
Yeah, it's my
anything.
house. I've lived here for 32 years. I think it needs no work at all.
I agree. I love my home the way it is too.
Oh yeah.
But you did mention that the bathroom may need a little bit of updating, correct?
It works just fine. I'm a
Yeah.
pretty simple
No.
man.
I listen. If it's not broken, you don't need to fix it, as they say. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, is there a number that you think that might be safe to say that just for an investor like myself, if we were looking to go in there and update the property a bit, how much would it actually cost? Just throw a number out there.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I direct playwrights, so I don't do I
Yeah.
don't do the whole mechanic thing.
That's not your, okay. All right. Well, my team, we do a pretty good job at doing estimate. I'm trying to use some of the information that you've given me about your property just so I can make an
I
educated.
should know more about properties than I do. I've lived in one for 32 years, but someone gives me a quote, I just say, hey, pay the guy.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I understand. It's not your profession. That's why they have these guys to pay. So, Zach, I don't know if I can yet, but if I were able to get an approval to buy your property as is for all cash, pay for all the closing fees, and like I mentioned earlier, close on your date of preference, how much would an offer like that be worth to you? Or what would be the least amount that you'd be willing to walk away with net in your pocket at closing?
Well, between you and me, Jose, if you just gave me a fine offer, I'd be okay with it. But unfortunately, Sally, she would absolutely kick me to the doghouse if I did not get her approval or even mention her with this. This is a pretty big decision. We've lived in this for 32 years. So me just going to Sally and saying, hey, we're selling it to Jose for 100 and whatever thousand or 200,000, she's going to be very mad at me. And then I'm going to have a very angry wife in Miami. So
we don't want
I'm going to
that.
definitely need her approval on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't recommend otherwise. Like I said, happy wife, happy life. So I completely understand what you mean by that. Do you have an idea what the homes in your area are going for? Maybe some neighbors?
I mean, my neighbor's a realtor. He always gives me prices, but I mean, I always get these postcards saying your house is worth $5 million. Let me list it for you. And I mean, not really. I mean, I'm wearing a jacket right now for the first time in 2 months, and I'm getting sick of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the weather can't make up its mind.
Yeah,
Over
and the
here where
Eagles
we
are
are.
terrible this year, so it's like, what's the point? I'm not even going to any games this year, so
I guess that's not helping, right?
it's not helping.
So, the realtor, what kind of prices has he mentioned to you about the house?
I don't know.
Because I
It's
know
always,
real estate is booming nowadays. I'm pretty sure you know somewhat, you know, an
I
idea
don't
of
know.
maybe
I
what
mean,
your house is
Zillow
worth.
has it at $200,000.
Okay.
Um, that's all I can see from it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd have to see what Sally. She's more up to date. Her friends are always selling properties and buying new ones. I gotta go to this dinner party where, they bought this really nice house, a little mile away, and they paid an insane amount for it. So she'll have her input.
Okay. Okay. I completely understand. So we definitely don't want to exclude her from a decision like this. I wouldn't want my wife to do anything like that. So I respect that, and I know that she's an important decision maker when it comes to this. But if I can get my partner to approve, the amount that you both would like to receive at closing. Just a reminder, of course, that we do pay for the property and buy it as is, pay all the closing fees. Um, is she available right now?
She's getting her hair done.
She's getting her hair done. So when is the soonest? When do you think is the best time that you can have a chat with Sally about this?
Um, we're gonna go to the barbecue place at 7. I'll probably be back around 9, and that's usually when we go to bed.
Yeah.
So anytime tomorrow morning, we're usually free, and
Okay.
it's it. We'll walk the dogs in the morning, and anytime after 8, we should be good.
All right, Zach. So how about this? How about I give you guys a call tomorrow at 9:30? Let you walk the dog, enjoy some breakfast, maybe have a chat while you walk the dog, and see if we can come up with an amount that would be suitable for you and your wife.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to her, and she'll get everything together too. So be perfect.
Okay. Well, let me leave. You have a pen and paper handy?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Let me make sure I leave you with my name and my phone number.
All right.
All right. My name is Jose,
Okay.
and my telephone number is 555-5555-5555.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you. I'll give you a call around that time.
Awesome. Thank you, Jose.
All right. Have a good day.
That was really good, man.
Thank
I'm
you.
just I sometimes I'll do it where it's not ideal, and you just gotta
Yeah.
sift through if it's a good deal or not, because I think the number one thing when I always think of not a character of like a typical avatar of a certain sellers I've dealt with, it's I don't like wasting my time. That's the one thing that's my pet peeve in cold calling is wasting time.
Mm-hmm.
So for a lot of sellers, I've lost deals over me getting an agreement with a seller, and then the wife, she feels excluded. I have never, ever, absolutely under no circumstance, unless like I have to,
Mm-hmm.
give an offer to someone who's married, who's the wife or husband's on the deed, without having them both on the call at the same time.
From the beginning.
It's gonna, yeah, because once you give me an offer, I can leverage that with all the other offers I'm getting. Once you condition me and the wife on the call that we have to make a decision right there, boom, we can say yes or no, and then you can kind of leverage that on me. That was a great call, man. That's the one thing I've lost deals over, I talked to the husband, I'm giddy with him, and I got no rapport with the wife. And then just like, she's mad that you didn't talk, or the husband's mad. And then a lot of husbands or a lot of wives will not do anything without the spouse, and you're just kind of wasting time chit chatting. But that's the only thing I would say is just make sure everyone's on board with everything.
Okay.
But that was great, man. That was great. You asked the right questions. I mean, the way you cold call, you'll definitely get deals doing it. So I have no issue with it. It's different than the way I do it, obviously, but
Mhm.
it's the partner route always works. Like
Yeah.
you won't get in trouble from it. I like the mom and pop approach, but hey, it's gonna work, man. It's like you're going at one way or the other. You're gonna get the deal. So
Yeah.
good stuff, man. That was pretty good. I mean, you just gotta get someone on the phone and give an offer. It's all about offers, man. So
So I have a phone background, so
okay,
that's why I'm a bit strong in this aspect. But it's so hard to, because it's a business, so there's a lot of aspects from
Yeah, man.
acquisition to getting the buyer and having the disposition, and then
Yeah,
all the in between, and then to realize that I'm the only person doing it. I think that some people don't know what they're uh, biting into, they're actually chewing, you know.
definitely. Jose, by the way, you said you were an expert before, so I gave you some harder stuff. I
Yeah,
promise you, everyone's watching this. I'm not going to hit you as hard as Jose, but Jose handled it very well. And it's probably not your first time dealing with something hard, but like, hey, who's your partner? When are you going to buy the property? Who's buying the property? Like, you just like machine gun, like pop, pop, pop. That was great, man. Like,
thank you.
you were steady level. You were great. You had confidence. That's the one thing I can tell you with the cold call that I love from you is you had confidence, and
Cool.
that that's everything. So,
Yeah,
obviously, maybe it's a deal, maybe it's not. I would just have everyone together
yeah,
and then make it. But that was great, man. You did a great. You asked if she was on the deed. She
yeah.
wasn't on the deed. You're good to go. Make the
True.
offer, but I said she was on the deed. The only other thing I kind of gave was I say I walk the dogs.
Hmm.
Always at like, hey, what kind of dogs do you have? Even if you hate dogs, hey, what
Yeah,
kind of dogs do you have?
an opportunity to build.
I would have. I usually they would go on a 15-minute rant of how much they love their cocker spaniel or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's the one thing. I would say it worked very well. Older sellers, this is a typical older seller. They think nothing's wrong with the property, even though they lived in it for 32 years. And Jose, there'll be nothing you could tell them to convince them that the property is outdated because they remember the 80s very well, and that was perfect timing for them. So they think their house is still new because it was from the 80s when they bought it. So
yeah,
their head, they still bought a new house.
yeah.
People buying a house now in 2021 and 2050, they're going to think the house is still modern and great, even though it won't be.
Doesn't need any fixing.
No, I mean, sometimes like when I just like, hey, the thing's perfect, you just got to, I'll just stop. I'm like, fine, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah,
I'll compare it. Sometimes they'll say, hey, with new tenants that come in sometimes or new people that are going to buy properties, they demand it. It's not me. Hey,
yeah,
Zach, I like your property. Like the bathroom, I grew up in the bathroom just like that. I think it's perfect. Unfortunately, newer tenants or newer buyers, if with my partner who cares about if he's going to resell it, they want the newest, best things. These millennials.
yeah.
It's a great little connecting piece with that too. But man, that was a great call. I think a lot of people can really understand that. You defended some of the harder questions very well, and I think a lot of people can replay that and understand it. But it was great, man. You were trying to get the price off of me. That was great. You didn't give up on that. So it was great, man. I probably should have in that call. I don't know. Maybe I didn't have a wife and you could have bad back and forth on there, but it was great. You could tell you got experience, and you'll do good, man.
Yeah,
Good
I
job.
like the fact that you made it hard to get the rehab out of you, because usually I try to get some kind of number just so they can kind of grasp the idea, of this is a different deal than retail type. So, but
I'm telling you, man.
yeah, I was nervous. I don't know if you could tell. I was pretty nervous. I was pretty nervous.
They're pretty confident. I mean, sometimes they'll like give you a smile or something when you get a hard question, but I can't see that over the phone.
Yeah, true.
So like I don't know, like I do. I was like someone gives me a hard question on the phone when I was cold calling. I'm like you're not seeing that though. In person, you got to have that poker face.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't make me good at poker. But I'm telling you right now, that was a great call. If you keep it up, dude, you'll do well. Are you getting any deals cold calling right now?
I haven't landed my first deal yet.
Okay.
But I've been doing a lot of cold calling, which, as you said earlier, I've learned so much from the acquisition side, and then going to some of the RIA meetings to try and organize buyers on that side. I've just been learning. I look at myself from like a couple months ago, and it's already laughable now. So I can't even, as I get further down the road.
Oh yeah, it's a joke compared to I still have some recordings of me 4 years ago cold calling. It's sad. It's very bad.
Yeah,
I had a very squeaker voice, but I can tell you right now, you keep it up, you'll do well. What kind of list are you cold calling?
So right now I'm trying to find something that I can differentiate because I don't have too much marketing dollars.
Okay.
So right now I have PropStream, and
Okay.
I try to reverse engineer the list that they give me from tired landlords, high equity lists.
Okay.
Uh, but there's a lot. This area is a very historic area,
Okay.
so you run into a lot of people who own a lot of properties. The properties are set to go to children and things like that.
Mhm.
Um, so it's common to have some real estate whales in this area. I'm
Yeah.
noticing it's such a small
I'm in
county.
Florida, man. It's God's waiting room.
Yeah,
There's a lot of old people where I'm at too.
yeah, I
So
can imagine.
I'm not disparaging anyone in Florida. There's just older people in Florida. So I deal trust all the time, man. They still work very well. Some people are like, no, this house is going. I grew up in this house in 1899, and my grandfather in the 1800s was in, and my children are going to live in this house.
Yeah,
Some people are just like that, and you're
yeah,
gonna have to deal with it, even though the kids don't want nothing to do with that house.
yeah,
My
yeah,
mindset is when someone tells me, like, fine, I'll just buy a house on probate.
yeah.
Um,
I started. I had skip tracing with PropStream. I tried a little with batch leads. I
okay.
love how batch leads has the texting and stuff like that. I tried that out, but then I kind of realized that I need to start getting my numbers for free. So
Yeah.
I just smile and dial.
Are you using True People Search?
No, I'm not actually.
What are you using?
I'm using something called Smart Background or something like that.
Okay.
It's been pretty effective. I cannot complain.
Okay. Have you tested them both out?
True People Search, I feel like it's always trying to get me to pay for something, so that gets pretty annoying.
Okay. You have an app
So
blocker?
no, I don't.
We should put an app blocker on Chrome.
Okay, all right, but
Yeah, you
the
don't have
one
a
I
problem
use
with
gives me pretty much all the addresses associated with the person and all the phone numbers associated with the person right there. And
that? Okay.
so I guess True People Search does the same thing though.
Yeah, I tell people use I just use app blockers, and I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that because I have YouTube where people will get ads on it. I use
Yeah,
you block Origin on Chrome. Now, of course, for YouTube, I'll turn it off.
yeah,
But for like True People Search, it gets blocked off. Like I don't even see it. So sometimes if that's your issue, I don't know. I've never seen ads on True People Search, so maybe that's why. Um, but
mm,
that's what I could see. Actually, I don't even have it on my Mac, and I don't even see it there. So, uh, yeah, I mean, they'll both work pretty well. Um,
yes.
okay.
Background
Have you
check.
considered government lists at all for your cold calling?
I have, but just not like purchasing from them. I guess I've looked at like
You have to pay for your government lists.
I don't think so. I mean, if it's done online, I think you might have to pay for it. I'm not really sure exactly how to
Have you
get the
tried?
no. List REI is the only I've gone on like my county website and look at
Okay.
tax sales and stuff like that. But
Okay.
this area is full of lots with no property and no
Okay.
so it's
What's do you know the median sales price in your market?
uh I would say about 260, 275, and I mean my direct 0.5 mile radius maybe.
Okay, that's not bad. What's the county again?
Monroe County.
Monroe County, PA. See, because I'm telling you, like, how long are you cold calling for usually?
Just probably I try to get 20 to 50 calls a day.
Okay.
I mean I do have a son at home sometimes, so
Okay, and you're doing this from let's see here. And you're doing this from let's see. You're doing this from home?
yeah,
Okay. And you're just doing high equity lists.
that's one of the lists I've called. Yep.
Okay, let me go accept this real quick. Where is it? Okay, got it. All right. So Monroe County, Pennsylvania, literally probably what I do is I would just go to the top list. So I'm popping this up while I'm talking to you, just so I can. You got quick links here. Key recording. Yeah, I'm gonna need a couple of seconds to look at this real quick, but maybe the probate's gonna be harder. But I mean, here's one real quick, simple one. There we go. So, is this Monroe County, PA? Are you? It's like Strasburg and East Strasburg is like Monroe County.
Yep.
All right. So what I want you to do is, so it looks like there's Monroe County has 2 code enforcement offices. I'm going to try to find the number for you. Yeah, there's 2 of them. Okay. Share my screen. So these are the people I want you to call or go in person. If you can see my screen, I'm going to pop it up for you right here. Should make this bigger. So there's 2 offices. So maybe they have the both master list. Maybe go to one, whatever's closer. So this is a countyoffice.org. It's a pretty cool website. For anyone that doesn't know, it's by whatever, Beer House, Dansbury Park, whatever that is. Okay, so this is the number I want you to call or go in person. Here's the address. And then the other one is just, it's a different address, whatever it is. And what I want you to do here is I want you to call and ask for all open code violations pertaining to structural issues and tall grass and environmental hazards. And just request it as a private tax-paying citizen. This is recorded on YouTube, so don't worry about taking notes or anything.
Okay.
Just focus on questions you have.
Okay.
It's a private tax-paying citizen for research. You want that information. Ask him to get it in an Excel file. It might give you a PDF. Number one question they're going to ask you, because there's not a lot of people in that county, it's at a population 167. They're going to say, Mr. whatever your last name is, or they're going to say, Jose, we don't have that information. And then you're going to say, well, do you guys have code violations you charge people for? Yes. Well, can I have that list? We don't want to give you that list. Well, I'm a tax-paying citizen, and I have literally, it's my freedom to go get this information. I'm doing it for private research. And they're going to say, well, I got to talk to my manager. And then your manager's going to be like, well, why do you want this information? Ready? You have 2 choices. You can say, I'm an investor. You're not going to get the list. I'm a private tax-paying citizen looking to do independent research because you're a citizen and you pay taxes, right? If you say you are a citizen and an investor, choose what hat you want to wear. During that conversation, you should be wearing the private citizen hat, okay? People tell me, oh, code violation, because you're wearing the wrong hat. So if you do that, they might fight you on it. If they push comes to shove, say, ma'am, do I need to file a Freedom of Information Act? Oh, no, please no. Okay. Sometimes you have to file it. It'll take 5 minutes to do. File the Freedom of Information Act. They'll have to give it to you. It's literally the law. They have to give you this information.
Okay.
You can literally do the same thing. Go to the utility department. You got to find out if the utility department is a private company or a public utility. Mostly in Florida and Georgia, it's a public utility. So I can get the water shutoff list. You get that. Hey, can I get a water shutoff from the utility department?
Okay.
Clerk of the court, get the probate. You get the fire damage property from the firehouse locally. These are hard lists to get, but they're not big lists. So you get like 200 for the month. There's a really good chance of getting a deal on that list. And here's the cool part. If they're fighting on the list, I don't think a lot of people in Monroe County are pulling this list. You might be the only person calling code violations or fire damage properties in your market. You can clean up pretty easy.
Okay.
And that's what I do. Like high equity, I'm telling you, bro, I was calling hundreds of high equity leads every hour. And it took me still forever. I got like 1 to 2 deals a month doing that,
Yeah.
And they're like $12,000 deals. So if you're only cold calling 50 to 100 calls a day, you have to make the best pound for pound. You like boxing?
Yeah.
Pound for pound king.
Yeah.
of leads. Okay.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Floyd Mayweather's a good boxer. He's probably pound for pound the best boxer.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's pound for pound, right?
Yeah.
Pound for pound, best one is government lists. So if you only had 50 to 100 a day to call, that'd be the list I'm doing.
Okay.
The script's fine, man. The call's great. It's the list you got to change up. And I feel like you have a lot of success doing it. Just imagine calling the list no one else is calling. I guarantee there's people calling that high equity list.
Yeah.
No one's calling. Realtors in your area are calling the high equity list. But guess what they're not doing? They're not doing the extra work to go out there and pull the code violation list. Because they don't want to deal with those nasty houses. It's ugly. It's not good for my reputation. I'm a luxury realtor. You don't care. You're here to make your 20, 30K, right? So
I see.
That's what I would say.
I started off with just get my practice in right from the beginning with some for sale by owners from like Zillow and stuff like that, and Craigslist and stuff like that, and that kind of got me got the legs moving a little bit. I wrote my own script a few times. This is the last. I think that's gonna work. I'm pretty confident in this script that I have. So yeah, I am definitely gonna do that. I was over here screenshotting everything. I'm like, and he's like, no, don't worry about it.
I mean, it's on YouTube. You're subscribed to me on YouTube.
Yeah, I already did that. Yep.
Just watch the replay. You're an hour in, so whatever it is. Don't beat yourself up on the recording. You were great, man. Bro, look at my lives. I'll go live 3 hours at a time. I'm not perfect, but I get deals done because I get the right list and I just consistently have discipline with it. So change up the list, man. Whatever service you're using, have you confirmed on your cold calling you're actually getting in front of the sellers, like the service you're using is working?
Yeah, I've done some seller appointments and stuff like that.
Okay, so your skip tracing's fine. It's all an equation, man. It's literally a conveyor belt. We got list pulling, cold calling, and then like the acquisitions process, dispositions. Like what's the situation here? And I see it's all going good. I mean, time spent cold calling could always be increased, but if you're stuck at that, I would change the list up, and that's probably be the best change you can have. Trying for dollars, obviously, but if you can't, I would do government list right now. Just do the government list. Okay. I think you do very well doing that.
Yeah, I think so too. I highly agree.
And then you'll deal with people who do not get calls from other people, and it's very refreshing. That's all I could say. It's very refreshing.
Okay.
Because you're talking to people that have high grass, nasty houses, like a good chance they want to sell.
Yeah.
You know?
Money might sound good to them.
Yeah. I mean, I say tall grass structural issues. You could ask for open code violations. You got to depend on where in your code enforcement, because a lot of open violations are not good. But yeah, man, just get all the open code violations, specifically tall grass, the structural issues, and you'll do good, man. I'm telling you. I'm glad he came on today because I feel like that's going to really help you out.
I am really glad I came on too.
Of course, man. And Jose, how much did you pay me to get all this info?
More than I can afford. Let's just say that.
Okay, guys, it's free. I'm telling you right now. Like, I'm getting this all for free, guys. So go out there, implement it, man. Let me know your results, and go out there, man. Hey, script's great.
I will. Thanks a lot. I really
appreciate it. Keep it up, bro.
Thanks, brother.
And any other questions you got before I hop you off?
No. I think I got it, man, for the day. I appreciate it again.
Appreciate it, man.
I'll definitely follow up if I get a deal. I'll definitely let you know.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right. Take care.
Oh, Jose.
Yeah.
If anyone else is in Monroe County and they need help or a dispo on a property or boots on the ground or whatever, want to JV with you, how would they get in contact with you? Or do you want someone to have your information for that?
They can email me at saveworksteady@gmail.com.
Awesome. Sweet, man. Guys got a JV in Monroe County, PA. Hit up Jose.
You got it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Woo! That was a great call. That was a good job, Jose. Appreciate that. That was awesome. Keep it up. And next year we got, let's see. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. How are you doing today?
Wow. Holy smackamole. I am here with Zach Ginn. I'm doing good.
What's up? Is it Eli?
Ellie.
Ellie? I won't forget. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I don't think you understand. This is my first time talking. I've been watching you for a very long time.
Thanks, man. Or
Wow.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So I do have a couple questions. I would do the practice script with you, but to be honest, I feel like if I'm gonna sit here to be in front of
Whatever
you,
you're comfortable with, we could talk for an hour, man. Or man, right?
yes,
All right.
sir.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure we're all good. Well, I don't know. You never know. You could do an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't care. I'll go live for as long as you want.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry for calling you sir. It's just a manners problem that I got. I know you're young, you're really young, but
Why are you? There's no issue, man.
um,
We got as much time as you want. I want to help you out today.
I really should take advantage of that, and I will.
We can do it every week too.
Yes, sir.
All right. What market are you in?
DFW right now. I'm trying to stay within where I live right now. Um, I used to want to do Baltimore for a while because that's where I just moved from, and I know a lot of like low income broken down areas down over there, but I'm trying to stay within where I live.
Okay. I know there's a
So,
lot in Baltimore, but I mean it's not like you have an advantage over because it's pretty easy to find out the zip codes that need more
mhm,
work or not. Um,
mhm.
but yeah, DFW is a great market.
Yes, sir. Heavily saturated because finding
Oh yeah,
wholesalers is not hard,
yeah.
but hey, all I gotta do is find customers before they do. So whatever it
Boom.
takes.
That's it. Speeds everything. So of course, like DFW is great, but the
Hmm.
real secret for DFW is: are you actually in like Dallas or for like Metro? Or are you
Um,
like, oh, I'm like 45 minutes out and like wherever? I don't want to know
no,
exactly where you live, but like,
I'm Metro because right now I'm in McKinney, like Collin County,
okay,
and I'm actually about to move next week to a place called Little Elm, which that should be Denton County. So I'm like right in the middle. So
okay,
yeah, Metro for sure.
okay. It's the counties outside of Dallas that do very well, not just Dallas. That's another
Mhm.
thing. That's the thing about Houston. No one really knows about. Houston's great, but it's the cities outside of Houston and in Harris County, or sometimes outside of Harris County, that do very well.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
so sweet. Yeah, man. What questions you got? How can I help you out?
So okay, so there are a lot of concerns that I have.
Let's go.
So first thing that I would like to talk about was choosing the right like area to find my list at because I've been using PropStream for a while. I got pretty familiar with it. I probably know it from head to toe by now. But
Awesome.
my only problem at this point is just finding lists that actually work. So I don't know if it's the list selection or it's probably the area code. It's very hard because I've probably been cold calling like 5 days a week for probably like 3 weeks now. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I've been using True People Search
Mhm.
because I noticed that skip tracing sometimes can be like taking out your pocket a lot. So I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah. So I was like, you know what? I can't do that. Matter of fact, I made a mistake of actually getting a Call Tools membership. And then I sat down and I was like, after pulling lists from PropStream, I was like, I don't have any numbers, do I? It's like, so
Nope.
that was a dumb mistake by me, but it is what it is.
Hey man,
So
no worries. That's why I have trials for dialers and stuff, so you can like do it for 7 days. Like, oh shoot, wait, the dialer is cool. It's doing 3 at a time, 5 at a time, 10. But like I got 400 leads, so that's why I always recommend doing a trial for a dialer. But there's only one
mhm,
place that does it. But um, okay, so finding the right market.
mhm.
Lucky for you, I can help you out here. So we can do the dirty way, which is the way you should be doing it, or the clean, squeaky way. So the clean, squeaky way is have you been through freewholesaling.com?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the course that you created. Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay. So yeah, as you can see from there, when it comes to finding the right market, use the list source hack. Have you been doing that?
No, I haven't watched that video yet.
Okay.
I'm going
Well,
through it like
yeah.
in
No
order.
pressure. No pressure. Um, it's definitely in that course where it'll show you how to use list source to find the most cash sales with a zip code. That's
Hmm.
clean, squeaky way. That's how you figure it out. The nice, clean way. Now,
Okay.
here's the dirty way. This is the way that no one talks about. It's the nitty gritty. It's not nice to say, but it's the truth. I want you to go to all the Dallas wholesaling, the Dallas real estate investing groups, and I
Hmm.
want you to find all the wholesalers that are bragging about their sick checks. Oh, I just made 40K at 123 Main Street, wholesale this deal, and they're all bragging about it. Or, they're really successful wholesalers in Dallas and
Uh-huh.
they're just posting all the deals they're doing. One way I could tell you right now is, let's say you find someone in Dallas and you find out they're making like $50,000 a month, um, wholetailing or buying properties, reselling them, or you find this cash buyer, and you
Okay.
find that this cash buyer, he's buying all of the Dallas properties from wholesalers. Okay, and they're
Okay.
pretty easy to find out. If you go on listREI.com, find cash sales, and try to
Hmm.
find out, like, go to a real estate investing association, like, hey, does anyone have good cash buyers here? Like, oh, I'm a cash buyer in Dallas. Talk to that cash buyer. Say, hey, my name's Zach, and use your name, but do you buy a lot of properties from wholesalers? Yes, I do. Oh, really? Can you give me one just to make sure you got proof of funds? Yeah, I bought 43 whatever Main Street from this wholesaler. He does really well. Great. Look up the address and find out, find out that guy's company and be like, so this guy bought like 10 properties in Dallas. You're going to find, wow. Of the whole year, let's say he bought 30 properties as rentals, this cash buyer. He bought 20 of them from one zip code, 5 of them from another, and then from random ones. You'd be like, 80% of all of his buys are from this zip code. That's kind of weird. And then you can put 2 and 2 together, be like, wow, he's buying them all from this. This must be a good zip code for wholesaling. That's the dirty
Yeah.
way. That's how I found out my best zip codes for virtual wholesaling. If I wanted to get into Dallas Fort Worth for virtual, that's the first thing I'd be doing. It's not clean and squeaky to say, but
Hmm.
it's the best one.
Yes, sir. So to be honest with you, that actually sounds kind of confusing because due to the fact where it's like you're actually looking for saturation. So it's like, shouldn't you be looking for areas where, other people, because you always talk about finding ways to do
You're in Dallas.
deals, that other people aren't doing, other wholesalers aren't doing. So it's like
Yeah.
looking for the
So
saturation. It's
yeah, here's the thing. There's
mindful.
no secret in Dallas. There's
Hmm.
no secret. Okay. There's not a secret market in Dallas that you're killing it on. It's basically public. It's that saturated.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a story on last year. I figured out pretty easy. Richmond was a hot market. Like Richmond, Virginia, no one was wholesaling. There's a few wholesalers that didn't talk about it. It was doing very well.
Hmm.
Word got out, and now it's very saturated. I'm talking about
Yeah.
pockets around the country that are like that. I mean, in my market, it's very saturated. I know some streets that are very good. It comes down to that too. But when you're starting out, you got to figure out what zip codes work.
Okay.
That's what I mean, there's pockets in Dallas. You're going to have to figure it out. You go by cash sales. You can go by where the wholesalers are wholesaling at. But it really comes down to finding the areas that are best and excluding the ones that are not good for wholesaling. The
Okay.
nice bougie ones where they're all $600,000 houses. I'm talking more like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's saturated. But if you go around, Drawing for Dollars is another good one where you'll figure out. But
Hmm.
yeah, find where the successful ones are in Dallas and try
Hmm.
to mimic them. Because if someone's making $50,000 a month wholesaling in Dallas, you don't want to reinvent the wheel. Be like, well, let me try to do what this guy does and then add some more on top of that.
Yeah.
It's not copying, but hey, this guy's doing really good cold calling. I'm going to go do what he does.
Okay. So, yes, there is another question.
As
So,
many as you want.
another thing that I wanted to speak about that I've actually been trying to put my head around for a while is Facebook, trying to JV on Facebook. As a beginner, you know, most people that are actually coming in, how would you actually convince another wholesaler to work with you if you don't have a cash buyer list? That's one thing
Okay.
that I've always wanted to think about.
Yeah. It's pretty easy. Build a cash buyers list, right?
Okay.
So cash buyers in Dallas are very easy.
Hmm.
Let me show you right now. You mind if I show you how to build a cash buyers list in Dallas really quick? I'll give you 100 real quick.
Of
You good with that?
course. Yeah.
All right, let me go to Facebook. Let me see if it'll let me log in today. Computer's always weird. Let's see if it's working here. It's loading up. All right, it's working. Sweet. All right, so let me go here. Let me check some private information. Dallas real estate. So on freewholesaling.com, I show you how to pull cash buyers in from Facebook and even on this group. So it's pretty easy to do. Okay. But let's do in this group. Yeah, I'm in this group. Easy. Okay. So let me just make sure this works. I want everyone to see this, to show you how kind of simple this is. Yeah, it's working. Okay. So let me go back. So that if a message or someone pops up, you'll see it. But are you watching the screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's go. You just call me Zach. Don't worry.
It's a terrible habit.
Oh no, it's good to do. Like obviously it's very respectful, but man, I'm just trying to help you out. I'm not trying to be I'm not fancy. So because I'm very simple with what I do. So if you can see here on the screen, make this bigger for everybody. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I just searched Dallas real estate. I went by groups. Dallas Fort Worth real estate buy, rent, or invest. Okay. Mm-hmm. So obviously we see here Ken. I'm not friends with Ken.
Wow, he's doing a deal in somewhere that I've actually been looking at recently, Sherman.
This is just stuff to look at. So Ken Anu, big state home buyer. Looks like he's a wholesaler. I don't know Ken. Ken seems like a great guy. He's in Sherman, Texas. So interesting. Sherman's interesting to look at. We have 806 Summerleaf Arlington. This doesn't look like a good deal, but you can just look here really quick and just think. So let's see like Urbana right here. Okay. Urbana. I'm saying it wrong. Dallas in the 75216. It's a 3-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Glenn just commented here. Arthur Glenn Wilson 2001 at gmail.com. Looks like he's a cash buyer. I would go email that guy. Or guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go here to message.
Okay.
Click message and message that person. Okay. Hold on. So literally I would go here. I'd be like this. Hold on. Let me share my screen. You can either email them or you can do 50 messages a day, which I think is a lot. You know? Hey, Glenn. I'm a wholesaler in Dallas. Are you a cash buyer? I would love to send you over my deals at a deep discount. And then, he'll say whatever and then say, hey, what's your number? We can connect and give a call, right? I'd do something like that, right?
Okay.
Simple. And then you do a bunch of those every single day. And, another hack if you want more emails. So no, I'm not going to go send it to Glenn. Glenn seems like a great dude. But also another hack, you get people's emails. I'm going to search at gmail.com right here. And you see how it says end result, and everyone's like, oh, I just gave up. Click here to listing and post. And boom, look at all this. Look at all these emails. Hey, calling all my flippers. Great opportunity in Irvine. If you flip in the 7061 area, drop email. Looks like Christopher, he's saying he's a flipper. Marshall says he's a flipper. Equity cash offer, that's Donovan Ruffin. Brandon Villarreal says he's a cash buyer. Just check out these people. You got to figure out they're a real cash buyer or not. That's definitely the hardest part. But once you get proof of funds and you can see it, you can definitely look up these people, see what they're buying. And then obviously you go out there and get connected with the cash buyers. And then we have someone who wants to JV, like, hey, I got Glenn here. I got, Anthony right here. Like now you got leverage and you can send those deals over to those people. And guess what? You're getting paid a good portion of the deal just for just using Facebook. Because you knew this secret knowledge that no one else does, because not a lot of people. relative to wholesaling, not a ton of people are watching this channel. So you have secret knowledge that not everyone else has. And
Yeah.
that's what I'd just be doing if I was in Dallas right now.
Okay. Yes, sir. Zach, actually, one thing that I've noticed, back when I was a beginner, this is not a question. I was just making a comment real quick, just for a
Okay.
second. I just got a phone call from a company called Wholesaling Inc. yesterday, because back when I was a beginner, I was like, "Ooh, I want to be part of this mentorship. Ooh, I want to be part of this mentorship. Someday I get to learn." When I was young and dumb, not knowing that, they're gonna ask me for
I'm still
$2,500.
dumb. We're all dumb. We're both young. We're still dumb. Compared to our 50-year-old selves, we're complete idiots right now.
Yeah, I'm only 19. I just graduated this year, so it's like
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to this wholesaling thing like
I'm
now.
22. We got so much to learn.
Yes, sir.
So go ahead.
So like I had a wholesaling inc, and they were calling me, and they were telling me about, we can hold your hand along the whole process and stuff. And I was like, you know what? To be honest with you, it's not worth it, because there's just too many free resources. And that includes Facebook, that includes you, that includes, so many just YouTube videos itself. It's just like there's too many free information to actually give you $4,500 to teach me how to wholesale. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for you, I would have never been on that mindset. I'm gonna be honest.
Boom. 4,500. Bro, you had to stop call tools because at first it's expensive. $4,500. They're trying to get a teenager. Are you kidding me? Nothing bad about whoever you just mentioned there. I'm not going to disparage anyone. I mean, I don't want anyone to sue me because they get millions of dollars. But I'm just telling you, I'm not going to comment on that coaching program because I don't know it. I've never joined it. I don't know I don't do that.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that. That's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're doing the right thing. $4,500 used for your marketing would go a lot further, especially I'm just showing you all this stuff for free. And I promise you, whatever coaching program you did not show you how to do that cash buyer thing or any dirty hacks, because it's not clean to do. It works for me. That's what I'm going to share. But I appreciate that, man. That's cool.
Yeah. So
that's insane. They're trying to get you on that.
I got called by them twice. They called me like 3 months ago, and they called me yesterday.
You're being treated as a motivated seller. It's weird. I don't like it. Nigel says here, I paid $4,000 for them. It looks like the price is changing. A lot of the info they teach is what you teach for free. I'm telling you guys. But yeah, man, I'm here to help. I'm here to help everyone out. That's why I go live. That's why I'll talk to you for as long as you need. Because programs like that don't do one-on-one. I'm here to do it. The nice, pretty face of whatever coaching program, they won't talk to you one-on-one. I will. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not here to make money off anyone.
I mean, I feel like the great part about this is why I wish you were more famous. Actually, better for me. Free information, low key. That means I get the knowledge for cheap. Nobody else knows it. Perfect.
I'm trying to give everyone this knowledge. So you got time on your hand. You're going to be like, oh my God, I talked to Zach one-on-one in like 50 years or whatever. Maybe there's more people on here. I don't know. I'm going to be wholesaling until I'm like 80, 90. So whatever. But yeah, man, I try to help as many people. I mean, a year ago, I talked to anyone for free and I had like 500 subscribers. So the best time to, watch my stuff was last year. So you're on the right track.
I mean, I'm in all of your live streams. So that's great.
Well, hop on the lives, man. I can help you out.
Yes, sir.
Bro, you got a seller you need to close? I'll call him. I don't care. I'll do it. I don't want your money. I'll just close on the phone. I'll be your partner for the thing and then hand it off. I don't care. Just help. I'm trying to help.
And if I may ask you, do you feel like there's any skip tracing sites that might be better than True People Search? Because I'm not gonna lie, it is difficult at points, trying to reach a seller through there.
Yeah, I mean, Facebook's probably the best one outside of that. Like, you're trying to reach like a John Santos in like Chesterville, Texas. Search up Chesterville, Texas, John Santos, and just send them a message.
Okay.
The best way without paying to get someone's phone number is just put a sticky note on their door. There's creative ways. Sometimes when you pay for skip tracing, though, you won't even get their information either. So I see some people talking about here. White pages has worked sometimes. I'm trying to look in the comments. Fast people search. I saw someone say. I would look over Facebook and just ask some other free ones, but yeah, that's probably what I would do.
Okay. Thanks for
Also, truepeoplesearch.com. Oh, fast people search.
Yeah.
Way better than True People. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, True People Search also gives you relatives, so you can go call the relatives and see if you can play this. Like, if you're calling, look at relatives, and it says you can't get my number. My number's not on True People Search, but like, let's say you try to find Rick Ginn's phone number. Hey, is this Zach Ginn? No, this is Rick. He won't get my phone number out. But like, this is a regular person. Like, oh, you're looking for Zach? Oh, here's his phone number, and then they'll give it to you. So that's another thing you can do. Call relatives. That probably work too.
Okay. So another question that I have. I don't know why. I've watched a ton of videos on it. I've tried to study it, tried to do the math on it. I might be slow in the head. I might not. Who may know? Equity. I don't know why I can't understand that term to the core. I just don't understand it to the core.
That's not bad. Let me try to think of a cool analogy. It's just equity's equity. So equity is just a math problem. So it's subtraction.
Okay.
So everyone knows that 10 minus 1 equals 9, right?
Yeah.
Duh, right? It's simple. So let's say somebody has a property. Let's say, all right, I'm going to buy your house right now for $100,000. Okay. You got our house. I'm going to buy it from $100,000. Okay. You have the house free and clear, right? You just own it. You don't owe anyone anything. How much are you going to get? 100,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say that you have a mortgage on the house for $10,000. Okay. You owe me 10 grand and I let you live in the house. Okay. And you pay me every month or whatever. Okay. You owe 10,000. So I'm owed 10,000. So when you sell the property, I'm owed 10 grand. So I give you 100,000. Rick Ginn comes in and wants to buy your house for 100, which is a really good deal. You're going to take it. He gives you 100. The title company, when they're doing the title, obviously title company, you can watch and learn about that. They're going to be like, okay, you have a signed agreement with Zach in here saying you owe 10 grand. He needs to get paid on this too. So what they're going to do is they're going to get the 100 grand, the title company, they're going to give 90 to you and 10 off to me, and then you'll get 90. So the 100, so it's the price, the selling price of the house minus what someone owes equals equity.
Okay.
I have a million other examples. It's the people like to think they have equity too. So another thing is like, I have $1 million of equity in the house, which means they owe $1 million, but it's worth $2 million. They think it's worth it, so they'll just minus off what they owe and think that's what their equity is, versus what the actual selling point is. People will say that too, so that might get confusing also. Oh, I have 400,000 in equity in the house. Well, is it really? PropStream is estimated equity. That's what they estimate what the home value is minus what they owe.
Okay.
What someone will owe will be a mortgage, a lien. So if you don't pay your taxes, the IRS is going to garnish whatever sale you get on the house. So let's say you own the house free and clear for 100, and you did really want wholesaling, and now you owe 10,000 in taxes, and you're like, I'm not paying taxes. You'll be like, oh, I don't have to pay the IRS tax. Well, the IRS is just going to put a lien on your property, which I don't get too confusing. Basically, they get a right. They'll go to a judge, say, hey, this person didn't pay their taxes. Oh, do you have proof? Yeah, he didn't pay us. Okay, well, the judge will be like, fine. So they're going to be a lien on you, which means you decide to sell the property.
Okay.
IRS is like, hey, I got this special document from a judge saying, hey, you owe me the 10 grand. And so when you sell it, depends on homestead laws, obviously, but just you own a second rental property, 100 minus what you owe, 10, you'll get 90,000. They'll get their 10,000.
Okay.
That's the best way I can describe it. And then people use percentages for equity.
Okay.
So in that example where you had 100,000 in a house, you owe 10,000, you would have 90% equity.
Okay.
So $90,000 is what you get divided by the total price, 100,000. It's 90%.
All right. All right. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. I get
Yeah.
it 100%.
Henry's got a cool one. I would say equity is profit made on a house after all expenses settled and property is sold. That's a good one too. I guess what flag is that? Ghana flag? That's a cool flag. I gotta remember my vexology. Dang it. But yeah. So what other questions you got?
Another thing is, I was wondering maybe you could do me a favor. It's something that you did for the guy that was
It
here
is
before.
Ghana. Okay. Sorry.
It was Ghana.
It was Ghana. I got it right. All right. Sweet.
All right, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Something you did for the guy before me. One thing that I've always wanted to do was call up the offices, like you said, because I just feel like it would provide a lot more assurance than PropStream, you know.
Yeah.
So one thing that I was hoping, because I tried Googling it, but I can't find it. But you did just use a website that I didn't see before. I don't know what it's called.
You're in Denton County?
Do Collin County. Collin County, that's when do Collin.
How do I spell that?
Collin.
So I'm just showing you I am not a genius when it comes to this. I literally search. I go here. I just went on Google. I searched Collin County Code Enforcement.
Okay.
It'd be development services right here. You see where it says here? It says code enforcement. Click here. Right here. Call this number. So let me make it bigger.
That's McKinney. That's exactly where I am right now.
Yep. Call this number. And yeah, or you can even email the fire marshal for the fire damage property list or the fire property list.
I'm gonna chase it all. I just didn't know where to find it.
Yeah, I would call right now for you, but they're definitely closed. So,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, you got the phone number right there, and then even if you don't even know, there's always a phone number right here, like this one, and I'll just see, hey, who do I get in touch with to get it? Sometimes go in person. You're young enough, bro, just like me, where you could be a student and doing research. You'll do fine too. So that's what I would do. I just searched Denton County also because I thought you said Denton. Phone number pops up right here if you need that too. Okay. That's the address. You can go search it. I'm not going to go like into a crazy like thing, but Denton County, that's the address. You go there, get their phone number. So, yeah, man, simple.
I got it. I think that shall be all of it. Oh no, I'm lying.
Keep it up. If you want to hop on every week, have questions, just write them down because sometimes you forget them. That's probably the best thing I would tell you.
Yeah, I've been asking so many questions. I know there was probably a lot more questions in my head in the beginning of the.
Yeah, you're probably going to bed tonight. Be like, oh my god, I didn't ask him about dispositions or whatever. So it's going to happen. You're just going to have to deal with it, and then write it down so for next time. Yeah, I promise you.
Yes, sir. Actually, last more question. When do you think a dialer will actually be necessary?
Once you start getting your first couple deals, and you want to reinvest it, and you have enough leads. Once you start having a list of more than like 2,000 to 3,000, it makes sense.
Okay. And then my last question, PropStream. What do you think something that I should start doing? Because I do everything that almost every wholesaler does, 40, 50% equity, make sure it's vacant or not, individual, make sure it's not part of HOA or COA, just the simple things. I really try to break it down. But pulling a house where actually somebody picks up the phone, once again, I feel like wholesaling is a whole equation. I'm not getting in front of people, so I'm obviously doing something wrong.
Pre-probates.
Okay.
You're already using True People Search, Fast People. You can get relatives pretty easy from there. Pre-probates. If you got a car drawing for dollars, you don't have to. If you don't want to drive, you have gas money for that.
I've actually been thinking about putting down banner signs.
Okay, that works. You got to see if it works in your market or not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
Next here, I would say the water shutoff list. So you go to other liens, and you go to liens, and then you go to utility lien. I'd go after that one. Then the other lean list also for on PropStream. That'd be the list I'd be doing.
And I think that should be it. Until next time, of course.
Of course, every week you want to hop on, I'm always here to help. And whenever we get that StreamYard link out, I'd love to talk to everyone. I don't care. Everyone's backstage. I see a bunch of people. Guys, I'll talk to you for hours if you want. I don't mind. I just want to help the people out.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you. Have a great one.
You too, of course.
Keep it up.
Yes, sir.
Boom. Helping the people out. Let's get it, guys. Hopefully you guys are getting jazzed up for this because I love helping people out, and I know someone's getting value from this. That's why I want to go live. Let's get it going. So let's see what else we got. We got Andrew. Andrew.
Hey, Zach. How's it going?
I'm doing great, man. I'm jazzed up here to help the people out. I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for taking me.
Of course, man. How can I help you out with cold calling? Do you want to do a role play? What do you want? Let me know. How can I help you?
Basically, I just had a few questions because, well, I've been cold calling for the past few weeks, and I just haven't really had any very much success, I guess you could say. I've been using like PropStream list, you know, the code violations, the tax lien list, and all that. I honestly haven't. I only have had one person say like, yes, they're trying to sell their house. I am doing it in St. Petersburg, Florida, that area. And I don't know, it just seems like really saturated. Like, I'm calling people up, and it seems like it's the first time I'm calling them, and they're just, you know, pissed to hear from me. They're you know, basically just, it seems like people are calling them like 5-10 times a day. So I'm just trying to figure out what other lists I have basically that I could use. And what you
right
think I could use.
Yeah, bro. It's not a list. St. Petersburg's hard, man. Hillsborough would be a lot easier to do. Like you go out way more out east, you know. Don't go. I mean, the farthest out east I'd go is like Plant City over there and like out west there. But focus on Pasco, Hernando, Citrus, Sumter, Lake or Polk if you can go that far if you want, or even Manatee County, Sarasota kind of gets a little harder. But Pasco and Hernando and Citrus, those would be the more of counties I'd be focusing on. There's a lot more wholesaling deals out there versus saturated markets. St. Pete's hard, man. Be honest with you, it's a tough market. I would go around those areas. You're so close to deals. It's just there's a lot of saturation. So I'd be very careful with that.
Yeah, definitely. So you think I would have better, basically better results going to like different counties rather than staying in St. Petersburg? Because I'm open to really going all the way to Plant City, like you said. I have houses like from St. Pete to Plant City, actually in both cities. So I'm able to go anywhere in between. But I've lived in St. Pete my whole life, so I just know that area the best. I was kind of thinking to start there, but you know, it just seems so saturated. I don't know if it's worth like I've already spent almost $5,000 in marketing, and I barely have 5 like solid leads.
Bro, all right, you have houses in Plant City?
Well, I have a house like to just you know, like a parent's house.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you right now in Plant City, go to Parksdale Farmers Market, get a strawberry shortcake, and drive for dollars. That's what I do.
Yeah. What about for the
Shakes are
driving
pretty
for
good.
dollars I've done in like St. Pete area?
Call them.
Yeah,
I'd
call them
first. And then if you don't get good results, go try a better market. I mean, guys, for everyone watching this, Plant City's what, 30 minutes, 45 minutes? Traffic's kind of sucks, so.
Yeah, it's not too bad of a drive.
Not too bad.
I could definitely get over there and work over there.
And also, they have an amazing, like the best strawberry shortcake ever, and then shakes there. But that's a joke. I guess it's a joke. But I can tell you right now, I drive for dollars there. Plant City is kind of weird. You know, there's some nicer houses. Then you got like country.
Oh, definitely.
So like the decent area, like decent enough to wholesale. You got to know the right markets, obviously. But yeah, I think you do pretty well doing that.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And then basically, so I've been using a dialer, batch dialer.
Okay.
I'm having the problem that I'm coming up as scam likely, like pretty much with all my calls. I don't know like if that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, I personally feel like it's a bad thing.
How many calls are you making?
I'm trying to do like 1,000 a day.
Yeah, I'd switch up the phone numbers.
Yeah, switch up the phone numbers. You think that would kind of solve the problem?
Yes. How long have you been calling 1,000 a day?
The past 3 weeks probably.
Yeah, I would probably do it every week or every other week.
Okay.
Change up the phone numbers. Put a phone number kind of on pause. Put it back in.
Yeah, because I feel like it just kind of puts me off on a bad foot right off the bat.
Yeah, you're gonna. How many lines are you dialing with?
4. Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have at least 10 numbers. I would say 10 or 12 just to rotate it. I would say 20 to 30, but I don't know how much money you're looking to spend. But I'd start switching up phone number. That's a hidden cost people don't know. If you want to get the dialer going well, that's probably what I'd be doing.
Okay, awesome.
Make sure it's in the same area code, but you know that. So
yeah. And then my last question. So I can't really get like the actual addresses for the fire damage properties. They're kind of giving me like a grid number. Is that something that you've ran into a lot of the time? Can you like ask them to be more specific or
grid number? Do grid numbers translate to the actual parcel ID?
no? It's more like sections of housing, like housing sections, like a block, pretty much.
That's all they're giving you?
Yeah.
Well, I'd request a FOIA Freedom of Information Act. I would still be calling. I'd probably honestly be calling the each individual firehouse too, because one's gonna pop, and you'll do well doing that. Or see if you can find it. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta keep calling, man. Just the more persistent you are, which is good. That means probably no one else is getting that. So you gotta be more annoying.
Yeah, well, I've managed to like get the like active calls, which is like extremely helpful. The only problem is they only pop up for like 15 minutes and then they're gone.
Yeah.
So I can't really record them unless I don't know, I got somebody to like make a bot or got a VA to just.
How do you get them?
I mean, I just physically it's pinellascounty.org/active calls.
Oh, okay. You're doing like a scanner.
Yeah, exactly.
And
then
scanners, like I get it. Yeah, that's tough. There's some scanners people that probably have the addresses. I'd look into that and just kind of seeing. Yeah, I want to do a bot. I want to get a VA for that. I would definitely keep calling it. I think you'll get it.
Okay, awesome. And then one more question I actually had. So how often should I be calling these lists? Because like I don't want to piss these people off either. I know I want to like just keep me in their mind, but like I just don't want to annoy the hell out of them to the point where they're like, don't call me again.
Abel. ABAL. Always be adding lists. I don't know. Oh, just always be adding lists. Always be adding lists. Okay. Never stop adding your list because there's always more government lists to go after. And that's what I'd be doing. Like, you just keep constantly adding the list. Maybe you could put a list that you cold call this month, give it a month off, and just the list you just added, cold call that one.
Okay.
Add more leads on there.
And then do you call your list like, I don't know, say you call a list once, how long do you keep calling that list
every
for?
quarter. It depends how big the list is.
Yeah.
And the type of list.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense. That's about it. I appreciate your time.
Of course. Probates, code violations, whatever one you want to do. I'd be going after him though. I think Go some of those outside areas, you're gonna do a lot better. St. Pete's a tough one. I'm telling you, I know a lot of people from out west there. St. Pete's a tough one.
Yeah, dude, it's awful.
You can do it. It's just it's not worth it. It's better. It's better to do the drive.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I just needed someone to
Like
like
Andrew, I
verify
can go to
it.
Miami. I can go to Miami and start. I'm telling you, I could do Miami. I could do okay. It would suck. Like I don't want to do Miami. It's not a good market overall. So compared to what I can do, so that's where I'm at. You could do St. Pete. It's just there's better ones out there, and they're relatively close.
Yeah, you're just saying like for your time, there's just better areas that you could be hitting.
That's it.
Yeah, makes sense. I'll
No worries.
definitely be trying to hit up to Plant City and all that. I appreciate it.
Good luck, man. I appreciate it.
You too. Have a
Thanks,
good
Andrew.
one. Bye.
All right, see what we got. Bro, you got another question?
Yeah, I actually remembered it last minute.
All right, what is it, man? Let me help you out.
It's pretty weird. It just came into mind the second I hung up. Driving for dollars. Now I always understood what it is, just looking for distressed properties and walking around, sticking the sticky notes on their property or looking for someone to speak to around or something. Now my question is, like, I'm always around. How do you properly do it without actually having to be on a distressed property? Because sometimes I feel like cash buyers,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I see construction workers and I be like contempted in my head, and I'm like, if I ask them about distressed properties and yada yada yada, will they actually know something? It's like,
Cash buyers?
yeah, it's like
Yeah, they will.
when you're driving for dollars, is there someone you can actually speak to while driving around besides stepping on vacant properties?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you go to a property with tall grass, someone's living in it. You can go I just cold call those people though.
Okay.
Statistically, every 200 to 300 driving for dollars leads is a real estate wholesaling deal.
Okay.
Mathematically, that's what it is. I've seen people in Dallas say it's 250 is the number. I've talked to some pretty big players over there that say it's 250. I'd say 300 right now, just with saturation. So that's the numbers you got. So,
okay. So that's what I was wondering about. I just remembered it last minute.
All right. Yeah, that's the answer, man.
All right. It's cool. Thank you.
Thanks. All righty. Who do we got next? Hello.
How you doing?
Doing good. How's the Ville?
It's great.
Awesome, man.
Well, my question is really not a question, but when I'm cold calling, I really learned from Sandler. That little I bought. I bought it. So I'm like, the way I approach the sellers will be different than everybody else. Should I switch up my script or should I just keep it?
Dude, Sandler's training is amazing.
Great.
Dude, you will not be bad at all. The information's free too, but the little book, you can't teach a kid to ride a bike at a seminar. I don't know what it's called. I think that's a great, I'm telling you, Sandler training is great. There's so many great ones you learn there. It's all free info too, but it's like, hey, don't spill your candy on the floor. Stuff like that. It's like old people talk kind of, but it's great stuff.
I got the President's Club.
Okay, what's that?
The Sandler President's Club. It's like a seminar one. It's like it'll come with like disc and stuff, and you watch them.
Okay, that's cool.
But my question, do you know? I messaged you on Instagram, but I'm assuming you got a lot of people.
Bro, I get like 200 a day. It's almost impossible. That's why hey, hop on here. I can talk like anything that's urgent because it's too overwhelming, man. That's the problem.
All right. Well, Bonnie, do you know like any good like estimate? I'm using Batch, but like I said, we have 6 accounts. It gets like out of control. This little 1,000 limit is just like.
I get it.
like I don't like. Is there a way that do you know if we can like talk to somebody in batch to like? I don't know what to do anymore because I'm just like I'm about to just say forget SMS because it's so much.
Talk to Michelle at Batch Leads and ask her. I don't tell her Zach sent you or something, but like
well, I'm not.
Actually no, it's Michelle. I think Michelle's the account manager there. I got to make sure because she got a new position. Like she got I think she got a promotion, so it might not be her anymore. But no, I think Michelle does product now. Find out who's in charge. Not the top people, but just talk to somebody there and just ask them. Talk to them. I promise you get someone to call you. They'll be like, well, we actually have this. I don't know specifically for batch what they're going to do with you. So I'll talk to them and we'll see. I'm just a little different type of, I guess, client for them. But I would call and ask. They'll work with you, man.
Okay, because I'm willing to spend the money. I'll give them double or triple. I don't give them what they asking. Just I need them to help me.
Well, get on a phone call, man. I'm telling you.
Like, do I message the customer service people on the and just ask them to have somebody call me?
Yeah, or get an email, or there should be like a customer rep that calls you there. They got someone like that. They'll probably call you. But yeah, request someone in the office, actually, or an account manager or someone who deals with that, not customer support. And they'll talk with you. I'm telling you, like they'll help you out. There might be a sales team there. I don't know specifically who you get in contact. I've been with them for a while. So yeah, I'll get in contact. I'm not saying because I can just talk to the owners, but like obviously not everyone can do that. So I'll get in front of someone, the chain of command there, and they'll work with you. I think. Obviously they want your money, so like they're not going to say no. So if you just go randomly and just be like, oh, they're not going to help me, you got to go ask for the help. They're not going to go out of their way. But I think they'll help you out. Okay, they got the best customer service, so that'd be great.
All right, and my second question was because we're looking to hire some more VAs, but like I was talking to somebody and I was telling them how we got some VA cold callers and all they're doing is asking those 2 questions you told me to have them ask. They've been doing a good job, but that was like that shouldn't have never been our first hire. Like, do you like our business is running good, but I'm hearing from a lot of people that VA shouldn't be your first hire.
What should be your first hire? What are they saying your first hire?
Acquisition managers, but I'm like, I, as of right now, I'm fine with doing that because I'm going to the appointments. What I've learned from Sandler and all that, like I'm doing good until we can find somebody and I can train them up.
Bro, I tell you right now, your acquisition manager should be your last hire. That is the most valuable position.
Okay.
You can get it's very easy to find a VA for $4 an hour to cold call. It's very hard to find an actual competent acquisitions manager that's not going to quit in a year. It's the hardest one.
Okay.
That can actually close deals as good as you. No. So acquisitions manager is definitely, you definitely need to have that one as the last hire.
Okay. So what would you think?
That's my business.
Right. So what would you think the first hire would be?
Marketing.
Like
your most valuable activity. Go ahead.
Like a marketing manager?
No, marketing. Like I'm telling you. So if you're a wholesaler and you're really good at acquisitions, the most valuable activity you could be doing as a wholesaler is talking to sellers and getting contracts. Correct?
Right.
Because you can hire someone for $4 an hour to go cold call or do texting for you. I can't hire someone for $4 an hour to close deals for me. And if someone messes up on a deal, I lose the whole deal. If someone messes up on a cold call, we can cold call them again with someone else.
Oh, okay.
That's how I look at it.
What was your first hire, if you don't mind me asking?
VA for cold calling.
Oh, okay. All righty. Well, I appreciate you.
Of course.
And thank you. And I'll see you. I don't know if you're getting on Thursday or whatnot, but I'll talk to you Thursday.
Maybe me and Rick or something. But yeah, he'd love to say hi to you and help you out.
All
you
right.
read Traction, right? You read Traction. I think I talked to you about that, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've read Traction. I've read, and I read the EOS life. I'm trying to get the rest of them.
All right, sweet, man. You're a bookworm. I love it. You're getting better.
I appreciate you.
That's sneaky. You found the Sandler stuff. That's some OG sales stuff.
The crazy thing about it is the only reason I found it is because I was driving. When I drive, I started listening to your podcast from the very first one, and you was interviewing somebody, and they said, I do Sandler training, and you said, I love Sandler. So I stopped the car, pulled over, looked it up on Google, and that's how I found it.
OG, bro. That was some old stuff, man. I think I was doing a podcast from my bedroom or something. That was some rough stuff back then, but man, I appreciate it. See, you get gems like that, you know?
You do. But I'm not going
to
this stage between this podcast. Nobody else can know. We can't let everybody know.
I know. I appreciate it. That's great.
Right, thank you.
All right. Keep it up. Help Henry out. I got the Ghana flag right off the bat. I can't believe it. I'm getting back on my flag knowledge skills. Zach, can you talk about how to get proof of funds? Proof of funds is a tough one. Gonna be completely honest with you. Proof of funds ain't an easy one. If you don't have proof of funds, I'm not gonna be the person out here telling you to fake a proof of funds. I don't like lying. I'm not that type of person. If you want to get proof of funds, my best recommendation for you here is I would go out here, get a cash buyer, and use their proof of funds as your proof of funds because they are your partner on the wholesaling deal. That's the way I would attack the list. Hopefully that helps. Adam. Hello. Adam. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Guys, like this video and subscribe. Appreciate it. We got Zach with just a C.
Am I unmuted now?
You're unmuted. How are you?
Nice, I made it in.
What's up?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing great, man.
I got like a bunch of questions for you, so I'm just gonna roll them off.
Let's go, man.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so do you do open records requests for all your government lists, like the water shutoffs, the fire, everything like that?
No, because I have contacts within there that I've been polling since I was 17 that I just get it emailed to me on some counties and cities.
Gotcha.
Some that are tough, of course, we have to. For a lot of virtual stuff, yes. And what market are you in so it helps me out?
I'm in Milwaukee.
Okay, makes sense. Are you doing just Milwaukee or counties surrounding?
Yeah, so I'm doing the 5 counties around Milwaukee and then the 5 surrounding counties.
Got it. That's, dude.
So it's kind of like a lot to. Yeah, so it's kind of like a lot to. Oh, it is a good market. You've heard about it?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I know some people doing very well over there.
There's a lot of out-of-state owners in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
there's a ton of them actually. So how do you suggest I go about like organizing all that with each county?
The out-of-state owners?
No, so like, do I go to the courthouses and ask for these government lists, or how would you?
So it depends. If you watch some of my trainings on freewholesaling.com, you can pull them online, and some of you have to go in person. It really depends. I would always go in person just because sometimes you'll be nice to a person and they'll just give the Excel. Sometimes you got to go like 3 or 4 times, but you'll get the Excel. That's so much easier. Give me one offshoot county that's not Milwaukee County.
Like around it?
Yeah.
Racine County. R-A-C-I-N-E. R-A-C-I-N-E. And I've looked at all these counties and I can't figure out a way to. The only county I can find code violations in is Milwaukee.
Okay. Let's see. Just give me a second here. I'm trying to help you out. Wisconsin's definitely kind of weird with things.
Wisconsin's really weird with things. Yeah.
Which is really good. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know it's good. I'm just like having issues trying to find all those lists. I can't figure out how to find fire damage houses or nothing. So I was going to ask you about that too.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to give me an issue here. No big deal.
Yesterday, I found a video that you had about the government lists, and I was looking for ways of finding evictions and water shutoffs, and I mean, I can't find anything like that.
That's good, man. Or you're getting excited over here. I don't know. You sound like it's a bad thing. You can't get the list like easily. That's great, man. I'm telling you, that means no one else get the list. So what I'm gonna do is share my screen here. Pretty simple. If I was in Racine County, I would do two things. First thing I would do is probably too late, but first thing tomorrow morning, call this number. I would also email Bruce over here.
Is this the
Racine County,
Probate?
Wisconsin?
Is the probate court?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is Racine County. Actually, this is just the racingcounty.com. I just went to departments here. Went to clerk of the court, probate court.
Yep.
They probably just won't give you the public records. So what you're going to do here is go here to general probate. It'll bring you here. It's kind of a mess. So I just do this in like 5 seconds. So the register in the probate.
Okay.
Let's see. Bruce is the current registrar in probate. Attorney Fishman also acts as the probate court commissioner. This is a very important man right here. This is a man that you want to get in contact with.
Gotcha.
He holds all the probate leads in his hands. So you have a choice. You can be very nice to this man or be very mean to him. I'd be very nice to him. Very, very nice man. So I would probably ask to meet this guy in person. He works for the government, so he might be able to. Ask him to take him to lunch. Ask him to just meet him in his office. See if you can. If you just barge in there saying, I want to meet Bruce right now, it ain't going to work.
Yeah.
Call and make an appointment. Most of these people, they have to actually talk to constituents, and you'd be one of them. And you just have a conversation. So I'm a private tax-paying citizen, and I'm looking at this information. How do I do that?
Gotcha.
He's going to probably hit you with a bunch of legal jargon. He looks like he went to the University of Memphis School of Law.
Yep.
All you got to know is, hey, do I have to file a Freedom of Information Act? I know I'm privy to this information. I'm a tax-paying citizen.
And that's open records request, right? That's what that means?
Yes. You don't want to do that unless you have to threaten it, obviously.
Oh, wow.
Play very nice.
So I've actually been to these courthouses before.
Okay. Have you talked to Bruce?
I have not talked to him, no.
Okay.
No. But I was just pulling, for probate, I was just pulling pre-probates off PropStream.
That works too. You just do that too. There's like, Bruce here is like in charge of everything. There's someone like that for code enforcement. There's somebody like that for the fire department. So you said you had a question about pulling the fire list?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much every government list, because I'm kind of exhausting these PropStream lists. I feel like I've What?
I get it. Trust me.
Yeah, so I feel like I've RVM'd and SMS'd them like a bunch of times over the last year or two.
Okay. I mean, every other month or something still works, but let's go to fire damage property list. Okay. So I would go to the individual firehouses and call each one. Okay. And then I would call the actual fire department for the city and then the county and call each one and just ask. A lot of them are going to say no. You're going to find one that says yes. Or if they say all no, you got to keep calling them every month. Okay. Make sure they understand that Zach Nash keeps asking and calling.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be like this. It'll be the receptionist. And the first time you call her too, they'll be like, all right, no, we don't have this information, which they do, obviously. You know that. Hey, Superior, Zach Nash, this guy, he keeps calling me, and he wants that. Why does he want that information? He says he's a tax-paying citizen. Oh, just ignore him. This is how government work. You think they're looking into it? That's how the conversation works. Just ignore him. He'll go away. You keep calling, and maybe you try to find a superior's phone number. You email like a Bruce guy who's like chief of whatever fire.
Yeah.
The Zach Nash guy keeps emailing me. Have you talked to this guy? Oh, we said ignore. Talk to this man.
Right.
And then eventually you'll get it. You just got to keep going. That's how government.
Yeah, I've never thought about the firehouses. I got to call them.
Yeah, the individual firehouses. Sometimes the information. Sometimes they call the actual county and they're like, we don't have all this, but each firehouse has a record.
Mm-hmm.
I'd actually be mad if my local firehouse doesn't have a record of the fires they went to. Yeah, they do.
Well, like you were saying, Wisconsin's pretty weird with this stuff.
You're still in the United States of America.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of these things aren't like recorded in Wisconsin for some reason.
They record the fire damage, the houses they go on.
Yeah. So yeah, the government list. I'm trying to get more into the government list because I feel like there's deals that I'm not, capitalizing on in those lists because I'm not really hitting any of them. I'm just hitting PropStream lists, and I'm just doing RVMs and text right now.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask you actually about like what your conveyor belt looks like. Like, do you RVM? Because I was thinking about RVMing 3 times and rehashing my data as I go, taking out the responses out of the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't RVM. I'm just telling you right now, Zach. I do not RVM. RVM is very bad in Florida. The Southern District of Florida goes after RVM specifically. He tries to find people who RVM in the state of Florida and goes after them.
Gotcha.
He's charging wholesalers like $50K and just sues them, and they get the money, the government. And they'll make you settle for like 40. This is South. This isn't Wisconsin, bro. This is Florida.
No, but I've actually gotten flagged for spam before, so it's getting worse.
It's not that. It's like the government's actually going after you.
Gotcha.
It's different than spam. So Florida, no, I don't do it. I don't do it from Florida. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's a business decision I made. I use that money for SMS and extra cold calling and direct mail. So you can RVM the list. I would start getting drying for dollars if you want to start expanding.
Yeah. I've been using the machine.
Yeah, that's a great one to do. I'd hire people to go out there, drive around. I would do reverse drying for dollars on like vacants, reverse drying for dollars on just very distressed properties. That's another thing I would do also.
Gotcha. So what are you doing for your marketing channels? Are you SMSing and cold calling and that's it?
No. So we'll do direct mail mostly, cold calling, SMS text blasting.
And this is in a cycle?
Yeah, it's in a cycle. We do, so we have 2 types of wholesaling. We do virtual wholesaling and local. 80% of our deals are from local wholesaling. And they got JVs, but I don't really count them because there's no marketing dollars to spend on that. So with the local market, there's like 5-6 counties we work on. And so really we group them into 4 categories or 3. It really depends on kind of what we're doing. So we'll group them into 3, kind of a north, middle, south region. So group 1, we'll get a cold call. And then next month, group 1 will get an SMS. And then group 1, month 3 would get direct mail. Started from the top. Q2, they'll get an SMS, cold call, direct mail. Group 2 would get a cold call, SMS, direct mail, and then group 3 would get direct mail, cold call, SMS. So we kind of do it like that.
So these groups are just different groups of counties?
Yes.
And you do this for each list?
Not every single list. Like probates, I'm not going to SMS text blast. I'm talking about for like high equity, vacant, like big lists.
Big lists.
Big list. It's a big list. Hundreds of thousands.
Gotcha.
So when we do it like that, it works very well because we're blessed where we can run a big operation, which we can do that. Now I'll tell you about it. I just don't think it's best for a lot of smaller operations.
Right. So I do a lot of my lists are usually between 2,000 and 6,000 records.
Yeah, something like that you do every month or every other month, and you always add more to the list.
So do you think this is too complicated if I do RVMs 3 times and then rehash my data, take out the responses as I go, and then move on to SMSs, and then because I want to dwindle down my lists to smaller lists and then cold call. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I know what you're talking about. There's some people that talk about that. We've done it before. We do so much. It's complicated, bro. Yeah. It's I do all the RVMs and I put them in the smallest one's direct mail. I know the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I've tried it. It's very complicated. I've just found everything's kind of together when I do a lot of high equity. So, you're just it's a different type of marketing thing. So, how often are you RVMing? What do you mean by 3?
I'm sending out RVMs every day, but I'm switching
the same list every single day.
What's up?
Same list every single day?
No, different lists. So I'll do here. I'm gonna look right now. Can you still see?
I'm on a code violation. How many times?
So I've actually never RVM to code violation list. I'm just now pulling a code violation list for September for Milwaukee. I can't figure out how to get code violations for any other county but Milwaukee.
Okay.
There's not like I can't go in. Milwaukee's the only county that I can go in there and like search dates and then the types of code violations. There's no other like portal like that for these other counties really.
I'll try to find it for you.
So I've never really I've never done code violations before. I've just RVM'd absentee owner lists and tax delinquent, vacant, and pre-foreclosures.
Usually, sometimes they're called development services. Let me go try to see if I can find it. Okay. Racing.
And I kind of feel you with the whole like it's complicated thing because every day I'm having to go in and take out the responses from the list and then re-upload the list into the software. You know what I mean? And then so people in the list don't get hit twice if they say take me off the list.
Okay, right here. It's development services for the county. Remember, there's two offices. There's the city of Racine and Racine County. So let me show you here. It's development services, so it's not code violation. They're different. That's what Wisconsin's weird. So they have a different name for it. No big deal. So this is it right here. Let me share my screen. Public Works and Development Services. They're open 12:30 to 4:30. Here's your phone number, right? This is their address. They're in Sturtevant, Wisconsin. They got a map for you. Nice, cool. Julie, I would email Julie. I would email Kim. I would email Leah over here.
Just asking for the list, not submitting an open records request.
No, ask for if they have the code violation list. Now, if they don't give it to you, then you're gonna have to call this number here and ask where I get the code violations or the code enforcement, and they'll tell you. Like, I don't know that maybe it's not the list. Call and ask, and they'll redirect you.
Okay.
Oh, code violation. Oh, here's their number. It's not on the website or something. Here's another one. Here's City of Racine. Let me show you right here. Maybe you have to go in individual cities. You never know. Yep. Here's City of Racine. Racine, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
Online complaint form. Online complaint forms. Yeah. Right here. Call this number. They'll redirect you. They'll tell you. City of Racine Building Department. Here's their phone number. Building inspector. I would email all three of these people the same thing and ask how you get the list. Even though they don't work for it, they'll forward it to the person that does. And just ask for all this stuff. You know, kind of I would ask really for the weeds, honestly.
Right, because they're all complaints. Like people have filed complaints. So
I would go after all the complaints for distressed rental properties.
Yep.
Distressed building. You already know what you want. This is the actual office also. And yeah, man, you got the emails, you got the phone number. You got to go after it.
Okay. Cool. I got a couple more. Is that cool?
Keep it up, bro.
Well, I was going to ask you about the rehashing your data. So do you actually take responses out of your lists, your bigger lists? Let me ask you this first. Like, do you just cold call your niche list, like your government lists? Or do you text?
I'll do high equity also.
Okay. So what do you do for your niche list? Like, what does your marketing for your niche list look like?
We'll cold call them also. We'll do SMS text blasting. We'll do direct mail also.
Okay, just send them through that.
They're just extra. They're more specialty niche lists. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking the other day, I'm pulling all these different lists in PropStream, but it would all be in the same list if I just did high equity.
Yeah.
Absentee and owner occupied.
Yeah, if you're doing that many, that's all. It gets expensive.
Yeah. Okay. And then let's see here. Yeah, so you take out your responses of your list.
If they say no, I keep it. Unless they say take me off the list, I'm a lawyer, F you, or they are very aggressive, or take me on my list, I'll take them off.
When they say no, you keep them though?
Depending. If they don't want to sell right now, then yeah, I'll keep them on the list. They just don't want to sell it. No big deal.
Right. They might next quarter. They might want to sell.
Yeah. I've had deals where texting where it showed me the previous text on batch, and they said no like 4 or 5 times, and it was finally their deal.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah,
It's still legal to do unless they ask to be off the list. So
yeah, because we're technically not selling anything; we're offering.
They said no to the offer.
Right.
I'm not selling anything. I'm offering to buy their house. I'm actually looking to give them money.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So regarding hiring, you said your first hire was a cold caller.
Correct.
And how did you put them through that? Did you train them first, or because I'm looking to hire somebody to cold call soon?
I was training them, and then I got sick of training them. So what I did was I started creating videos. This was before I had a YouTube channel. Screen shares, recordings of me calling. I put them through the whole thing. I put them as unlisted YouTube videos. And then they got to go through my training, and then I got to individually train them there, and he knew my process. From there, it made it a lot easier.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. And water shutoffs. I've been told by a bunch of different counties now that I need open records requests for that. Is that just like a utility lien in PropStream?
You can go PropStream and go utility lien. That's where water shutoffs mostly are going to be. But I'd rather get it straight from the source. So I would do an open records request if I had to, if they're public utilities.
Gotcha. So it doesn't sound like you have to do open records very much. You just contact somebody and they give you the list.
We sweet talk them a lot, yeah, and we call and call and call. A lot of these lists I had to call like 4 or 5 times in a row.
Gotcha.
And go in person as a young person doing research, student. Wink, wink.
Right. Is your return on your direct mail? I mean, it's obviously good if you're still doing it, but because a lot of people say it's not worth it at this point. But I feel like a lot of people are out of doing that now, so it might be back.
A lot of people are out of it. A lot of people suck at the acquisitions for it. A lot of people are really bad at pulling the lists.
Right.
Most people shouldn't be doing direct mail because they don't know how to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
We know how to do it right, and the only way to learn direct mail was like a $5,000 course. So we just made a free mailing course, and I just recorded a bunch of my calls I used to do. I used to do a lot of calls where I would just close deals over the phone, show you my acquisitions, and me close like, hey, here's $40K I made on a direct mail. Here's how I answered the phone. I just did a recording. I put in mailingmaster.com. I just give it out for free. So a lot of people stink at it. You have to have the right budget for it. Not everyone should be doing it. Your first direct mail should be probates.
Probates, okay, gotcha. And
It's cheap.
Probates, do you get them from the county too, or do you just do the pre-probates on?
Pre-probates are really good right now. We're not officially like only doing pre-probates, but we're still doing both because the probate list, we're still getting deals that the pre-probates aren't on.
Okay.
Because PropStream's just going after death records and people who own property. Sometimes it won't pop up. So we're doing both right now.
Gotcha. I'm just feeling like lately I've been too, like this whole lead conveyor belt that I've been trying to like establish. RVMing 3 times, SMSing, and then taking your leads out. I feel like it's too complicated. So you got any like tips on how to simplify the whole thing?
Yeah, I make a marketing schedule for the year, and I stick to it. I make it very simple.
What is that marketing schedule?
I have 3 budgets, kind of a marketing budget type thing. I have a time budget and a money budget. Marketing schedule, simple as it is. Hey, I'm going to cold call the code violations this month. Next month, I'm going to SMS text blast code violations, the high equity, whatever. I make a schedule.
Okay. And you just develop that yourself?
Yeah, on a Google Sheets or Excel.
Okay, cool. Nice, man. Well, that's anything else? That's pretty much it.
Sweet.
I appreciate the help. That was good. Of
course. No worries.
Cool. I'll jump on next time too. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.
See ya.
Thanks. Woo! Let's get it going. I love it. I think we're helping a lot of people out today. So I'm excited and pumped up. Let's see who else we can help here. Thomas, what's up? You're muted.
What's up, Zach?
Doing great, man. How are you?
So I just had a few questions. He answered a lot of the questions previously, the other guy
Awesome.
answering all the questions he had written down. But first question was, I was sitting here, I got a call from a bandit sign, and a guy was wondering if we do finder's fees. How would you even include that if you close the deal from it?
JV agreement.
Really?
Or you just pay the person a check and you trust that if you pay them, they'll probably give you more deals. So you should probably pay them.
Okay, I just didn't know if it had to be more complicated than it really had to be.
No, if they don't trust you, you can do a JV agreement.
Okay.
I'd probably do a JV agreement if you get it signed, just to show good faith, a contract signed.
Okay.
So if you don't get it wholesale, then you don't have to pay them. But I think that would be a pretty good one.
Okay, and the second question would be, I'm in the Charlotte area, and I do surrounding counties in Charlotte, and
Nice.
I just try to spend as least money as I can on bandit signs, just because mostly they get taken down. So I've been handwriting 100 a week and just been putting them out. But the problem is they get faded by the sun because they're not getting taken down. They've been staying up for 2, 3, 4 weeks sometimes. So, but they just end up fading because I'm handwriting them.
Okay, I would use a thicker Sharpie. That's the only thing I could tell you.
Yeah, I just got the Magnum ones. That's why then they still fade.
You could make what do they call them? An Etzel or whatever. The one you can cut out. A stencil, yeah, and just spray paint it. Those stayed out pretty well.
Okay. And then last question.
Black spray paint?
Yeah, I've just been using blue, red, and black.
Yeah, but they'll be thicker because the way you draw it would be pretty thin. So the thing you just spray it to be faster.
All right, perfect. I'll give that a try.
Don't breathe that stuff in though.
What's up?
Don't breathe that stuff in. Jordan says spray a clear coat on them. That's another good one too.
Oh, that's a good idea. And then last question would be: is that since Charlotte, there's a lot of wholesalers here because I see signs everywhere. I put up signs.
Oh yeah.
Do you know any zip codes like surrounding it that would be maybe a better opportunity to try to get into?
I'm not the Charlotte expert, so I'm trying to let me see if I see any counties around it. I probably
you got like Gastonia, Kannapolis, Concord, Mooresville.
I've heard good stuff about Concord. I've heard people doing in Salisbury, I think. Yeah, outside of there, not really. The next closest one I know people are doing Winston, Greensboro. Yeah, these are really far. So no.
Yeah, not something for bandit signs, but you can definitely still call them or something.
Yeah.
All right, that was all the questions I have. I appreciate you doing this every week.
Thomas, love to help. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. All righty. Yusuf.
What's up? What's up, Zach?
Long time no see. What's up?
Been good. It's been good. About you, Zach?
Blessed, man.
So I've been taking you guys' comments from the live stream on Friday about using code violations, going to the government list, pulling those lists. And I'm still trying to get in contact with the government because sometimes they just end the call on me. I have no reason. I have no clue why. But they would end the call on me. But
because they don't deal with you.
They don't want to deal with me. I don't know why.
And they don't have a boss that'll fire them because it's the government. I'm not anti-government, but they don't. There's not really a big customer service you can complain to. They're government employees. They're there to protect each other.
Yeah, of course. So this live, you've been on it for like 2 hours. I'm surprised.
2.5.
2.5 hours. So
bro, I used to sit down cold call 5 hours straight. I'm good.
I was just cold calling before this, and I'm still improving my cold calling because I believe I have improved, but I still have a lot more improvements to go through. So I was just gonna ask if you'd like to go through a role play.
Let's go.
My script. Okay. All right. You're free to judge. I am still very new at this. So
I don't judge, man. I'll help you out with it. I'm not a judge. I don't judge.
No. Okay. Still, I'm a little bit nervous, so let's get it rolling. Okay. Ring, ring, ring. Hello?
Hello?
Hello. I'm looking for Zach or the homeowner of 115 Main Street.
This is him.
Hey, Zach. I know this call might be out of the blue, but look, Zach, I'm Yusuf, a real estate.
I'm not interested. Click. Next call.
Next call. Ring, ring, ring.
Calling, man.
Of course.
Hello?
It's cold calling. Before we start the next cold call, I've been recently going through many calls where the voicemails are like prank calls.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Like
there's some funny ones.
3-4 minutes long. Like it's so believable and like so it's been crazy. But
oh yeah, I've had a couple like, hello? Hey, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
I was in a full-on conversation about this guy's
Can you
dog.
be a little louder? Can you be a little louder? I've had it all, man.
Just yesterday, I was in a 5-minute conversation with this guy's dog. I had no clues of voicemail, until I stopped talking, and he was still talking. I'm like, what?
Yep.
Like, 5 minutes, and I got fooled. I'm like, wow, that was a good prank.
Some are good, man.
Of course. Okay. Ring, ring, ring. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, I'm looking for Zach or the homeowner of 115 Main Street.
This is him.
Hey, Zach. I know those calls may be out of the blue, but look, Zach, I'm Yusuf, a real estate buyer looking to buy a property on Main Street. Are you by any chance interested in an offer on your property at some point?
What?
I'm a real estate buyer in Main Street.
Okay.
Are you interested in buying in a cash offer on your property at some point?
Maybe.
Well, perfect. You have around 7 to 10 minutes to talk about your property, so I can get you enough info to see if you can be a great fit for an offer.
Sure.
Of course. All right, Zach. So tell me a little bit about your property. How many bedrooms? How many baths? The condition of the kitchen, bathroom, floors.
Yeah, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. It's I've owned it for a couple years, and it's nice. I live in there.
So I have your property pulled up in my system, and it says it's around 1,200 square feet. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Has there been any major remodeling to the kitchen and the bathrooms in the last 5 years?
I redid the bathrooms because they had leaks.
Of course, of course. What about the kitchen? What is the condition of the kitchen?
The kitchen's pretty good. It's the same one than when I bought it.
Of course. And how long did you buy the house, the property?
I owned it for about 10 years now.
10 years, of course. Of course. So why are you looking to sell?
Well, I mean, you called me, tell me you had an offer on the house. So, I don't know. You just gave me a call.
Have you ever thought about like keeping the house, or just like if not selling it? Would you ever just keep the house and not consider selling it?
To live in?
Correct. Let's keep the house.
Yeah.
It
really depends.
If we do end up working with you and purchasing your property, what will be your next move?
I'd probably go up to Alaska.
Alaska? You like the cold?
That's where my family's from.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. So it definitely looks like your house could be a fit for an offer. It fits our criteria. There are a few things that might get in the way that if we do come in terms of a number, I would just like to take a quick minute to talk about that. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. So tell me about the timeline. If we were to work things out, what would you want to sell? Like, what time would you want to sell your house? Would that be like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days?
It would probably be within the next before Christmas.
Before Christmas? Pretty soon,
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Are there any other people that would be involved or upset if you made a decision about selling your home? I'm just trying to see if you need to consult a husband or wife for your decision.
No, it's just me and Luther living here.
Of course, of course. Yeah, I know you've been living there for a while. Is there a plan of what you'd like to do with your stuff? Did you want to leave some stuff behind or keep it all with you?
I'd probably keep some of my stuff. I'd probably have it moved. Yeah, I probably would. I have some art I'd like with me and stuff like that.
All right, Zach. I understand your house is 10 years. You've been living for 10 years. You're not really motivated to sell, but if it fits an offer, you would likely to go with it, and you're willing to sell before Christmas. So let me ask you this. I want to make sure I give you enough information just so you can give me a yes or no. A no is perfectly okay since we don't buy every house we see. However, do you have any questions for me to help you make a decision?
No, if you want to buy it, you can come by, take a look. Me and Luther are going to be here, so.
Okay, Jordan. Zach. The way I structure my offer is like this: we purchase properties cash. We pay all the closing costs. There are no real estate commissions, no appraisals. I work on your schedule, and the best part is we buy them completely as is, so you don't have to put another cent to the property. So what I'm seeing here in the neighborhood is houses like yours selling for around $100,000. I really love to from 100,000 to like 120. I'd really love to get your house at 100, but my offer for you is 120. How does that sound?
I don't know. I would. I'd have to think about that.
Of course. How about I give you a call back, give you some time to think about it, and I give you a call back maybe tomorrow. Is that all right with you?
Okay. Me and
Okay.
Luther like to sleep in on Wednesdays, but yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a call back on Wednesday afternoon. Is that all right with you?
Okay.
Of course. All right. Thank you so much, Zach.
Thanks. All right.
I assume I'm very fast because I'm reading off a script, and I still have, this is a new script, so I still have a lot more, like, getting more comfortable too. I stutter and mumble a lot, which I still have to improve in. But I feel like the more time I spend with this new script, the more time I get asking more questions, because the furthest I've been to is the first part of the question is if you're interested in your home. So I haven't gone farther than that, and I've been using the script for around 2 days now.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't like the script, but I mean, I think you know that it's not what I teach. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think you already know the answer. Like, if it's not what I teach, then I'm not going to be 100% with it.
Mhm.
And I can tell it's not vibing with you. So that's the one thing I can tell here.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot
It's
to
a
learn.
lot, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I would not remember that.
I got
I need the
the script from, like, watching others, not wholesaling sales channels, but other sales channels, and looking at their sales process.
That's bad, man.
That's bad.
Bro, are you trying to sell me? Are you trying to sell me life insurance, or are you trying to buy my house?
The video said it would work with anything. Best.
Okay.
Well, I beg to differ, of course.
I'm just telling you, I close deals and I know exactly what my VAs do.
Of course.
I found the best success, the mom and pop approach. So the one thing I can give you right off the bat, I was talking very, very slow and reserved.
Yes.
And you were talking very, very fast.
Mm-hmm.
I am not going to like you off the bat because you don't have the same personality as me usually.
Correct.
People like people who they think is close to themselves.
The same tone.
So you're very high and excited. Now, if I'm trying to buy your house, I'd be the same way. I'd match your personality. You got to be a chameleon with your sellers.
Mm-hmm.
Match their personality.
Correct.
Go a lot slower. Oh, this person's very slow and draw out. You do that, all right? I talk to sellers all the time. They got southern accents. I get a little southern draw going. I've had great aunts with southern accents, so I can play the part. I love sweet tea. So really got to be a chameleon with your sellers. I don't think you had a stuttering problem. I wouldn't say that. I think a lot of stuttering issues or, hesitancy comes from you, first of all, not being comfortable, not having confidence, or not, or just trying to memorize scripts or trying to say the right thing.
Correct.
The best cold calls I do is always natural. So I keep my cold calling as bare bones as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the owner or are you looking to sell a property? You got that down pretty good. Next problem here is when you go to the next part, you're going after a bunch of things, condition. You said, I'm not motivated. Maybe I was motivated. The one thing, there's a lot to work on here. It's not bad, man, especially starting out. You'll get way better at it. I have found I try to have a natural conversation. I'll give you a really quick, easy one. I kept talking about me and Luther. You didn't even ask who Luther was.
I didn't.
Luther was my cat. We watched baseball every Sunday. I would have built a great report talking about Luther, the cat. Me and Luther like to sleep in. Luther's my cat. You just got to, cold calling, you got to ask questions.
Correct.
That was an easy one to ask, Hey, what do you do for a living? Is that going to affect your work? Little rapport building things I would always add in there,
Yeah.
You were just, you went straight into condition the property. I would have gone into motivation. Another question I always ask, if the motivation's decent, it doesn't seem too good, ask again, hey, outside of price, why are we looking to sell?
Correct.
I would talk about family, I would just go a lot slower. I would just do a very, very simple bare bones script. I would just ask them about the motivation, condition, time frame, price, put it in there, and then try to meet them at the property to do a virtual wholesaling appointment. That's what I do. A lot of these deals, you guys got to go in person and see. For virtual, I'll tell you right now, you just got to spend more time on the rapport. Yeah, that's really it. I would change the script up. There's a lot, man. I
feel like I spent time like looking like for the perfect script. Spent like a lot of videos. I'm like, this is a script that I try to combine with wholesaling, which of course is not the greatest script, like you mentioned. Of course, I'm gonna most likely switch it up here and there. But I feel like after I get a good script,
it's more of the person, not the script.
Of course,
I can use that script and dominate. It sounded like you're reading off a script. I like to go natural.
Yeah.
Bro, are you looking to sell the property or not?
Yeah.
Are you looking to sell a house? Why are
So
you looking to sell the house?
how do you get to feel more natural? Like I call and I'm not like I'm looking at the script. Every time I forget something, I'll look at the script and then I talk when I'm not talking like I'm usually talking fast and I'm getting nervous and like I stutter a lot.
Because you're nervous. Your biggest issues is because you're nervous and you're not confident. You have to have complete confidence in yourself. So there's, I mean, the obvious way is the way I did it, which is not the easiest way, which is do 5 hours a day for a year straight for 5 days a week until you get it right and just start closing deals. That's not the sexy way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Confidence is just, I don't need, like, if I go cold call like cars, I'll do the same thing. Like, I don't know anything about cars. I'll have confidence in what I say in my sales process, but the confidence of me knowing cars, I don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
I can go meet with someone, try to buy their car. I could still get through it, kind of like I did my first appointment. What I'd say when it comes to cold calling, you got to get a more natural script which you like and understand.
Mm-hmm.
I like a script where if I'm, on my phone on Instagram, I could still cold call. I know exactly what to ask, Why are they looking to sell? Are they the owner? Are they looking to sell? What's their motivation, time frame, condition, price?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's great. Is there any time I can go meet at the property, or is there any more time I can go out there and I maybe do a virtual meeting, send me pictures of the property? The last part here, I could tell you right now, that the most important part is you gave the offer very fast. When you give the offer, you have to condition your seller. Go through freewholesaling.com. Also go through Mailing Mastery, because you're not going to do direct mail, but there's a lot of good acquisitions on there for conditioning sellers on Mailing Mastery also.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it up on the bottom. It's more than it's an acquisitions course in there too. So condition the seller. Hey, Zach, before I get in the offer or anything, what price did you need to sell the property for? What are you looking to sell it for? In the perfect world, you could sell it in 2 months, move to Alaska. What price were you at? I could have given you an insanely low price. You would have never known because you gave the first offer out first. Freewholesaling.com, you know that from there. Number 2 is you get, hey, before I give you the offer, before we can talk numbers, are you ready to make a decision right now to sell it or not at the certain figure? If they say no, give me a call back when you can. If they say yes, then you get in there. Because when I say, oh, I don't know, I'll think about it. If you said that before, that'd never be a problem.
Yeah. So I feel like the more comfortable I get, the more natural I sound, not scriptish, because I would never want to listen to a cold caller who's on the script.
Bro, are you stuttering right now talking to me?
Am I stuttering?
No, you're not. You're comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're talking naturally. You're not reading a script.
Mm-hmm.
Do that with your cold calling. Your results will be insanely way better.
Yes. So I need to improve my script.
If you cold call like the way you're talking to me right now, you'd be fine. That's how you want to cold call, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
You're naturally asking me questions because they're natural questions, right?
Yeah. So get more comfortable, be more natural. Don't be scriptish. I should get more and more comfortable with cold calling.
The way you're talking to me right now is the way you should be cold calling. Are you the owner? Are you interested in the property? Motivation, condition, time frame, price. Building rapport in there.
Of course. And then I think I have another question if you mind.
Keep going.
So I mentioned before in your last live if you said I should do 50% local market, 50% virtual market. And I was looking at you said watch your videos on how to find virtual markets, and you're mentioning zip codes. I'm looking at cash buyers. I was just wondering if it'd be a good idea. Is it like I can't share my screen, can I?
No.
Oh, okay. If it's possible to look at analytics of, say, for example, I'm looking at virtual wholesale in like Utah, Salt Lake City, correct? If I go to the analytics,
pretty saturated.
Yeah, of course. Okay. So somewhere around Utah, I'm looking at virtual wholesale and I click analytics and I look at, so would it be a good idea to find a virtual market if the price growth is good and the MLS status is good?
Price growth doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything?
You could wholesale West Virginia with a higher population that the price growth's going down in like cities where people are leaving.
Yeah.
Price growth growth's decent. I would still be going after that, but like it's not everything. Like if I had a price growth, I'd be going to New York City, and it's gonna be a good deal. It's a difference. It's population differences also.
Yeah.
like there's some cities in like Nebraska that have insane population growth in the county. That's something I'd be going after. That's what I'd be over the past 10 years. Don't do year over year, 5, 10 years. Look at trends, and those would be good ones too. Don't get too analytical with it. Find where wholesalers are doing well in virtual wholesaling and do those markets too. Oklahoma City used to be a really good one. Now everyone's doing it. You just got to find it.
Of course. Okay. So the biggest barrier I'm probably facing right now is perfecting my cold calling to get to the next level. Because the list, it's not a, it's something that's maybe slowing me down a bit.
Cold calling's talking, and you're good at talking.
Thank you.
It's
of
just
course.
It's talking off script or not.
So let me ask you this: out of wholesalers in your present market, which is I suppose a competitive market, what is different from a wholesaler who's successful and a wholesaler who's not successful in your local market?
Speed and simplicity. That's it.
Speed and simplicity.
That's it. Everyone's too complicated. Oh, I'm John Smith. I have an investment firm and a hedge fund. We're looking to buy. Hey, I'm Zach Ginn to buy your house. Hey, can I meet you at 2:00? Let's go meet right now. We'll run up the house by the house. It doesn't hurt that I buy, like, I have talking to a seller. I can give him 15 addresses I bought in that zip code for the past year. That doesn't hurt. I always do that. Yeah, it's speed and simplicity. That's all I'd say.
And you mentioned that you guys kill it in your local wholesale market because you said you guys know what you're doing.
Yeah.
What is that you guys know what you're doing is that other wholesalers are not doing?
I know every zip code that works and what doesn't. And then in each zip code, I know each street that does well and which doesn't. That's how deep I'm into my local market.
So for me to improve and get my first wholesale deal.
You're not going to do that in Orange County. It's hard.
I don't wholesale in Orange County. I live in Orange County. Like the neighborhood I'm at, the houses here are like $2 million. But
yeah,
down in I drive for dollars in Inland Empire, which is around a 2-hour drive. And I cold call 2 hours.
Riverside, where?
Yeah, San Bernardino, Riverside, all the Inland Empire, Riverside County, because that's where more and more like it is.
I would call code violations there too.
You mentioned that code violations. Actually, how much wholesalers do you think are calling cold violations and probate? A ton. So it's still very.
Ask me how many are doing high equity. Even more.
Of course. Yeah.
Right.
So how do you know you're like? Is it possible to be like? I want to be the first person calling this cold violation list. How do you guarantee? Like, how can you know that you're the first person calling? You like go to be the first one at the government office at a certain date to be the first?
Yes. You can also be the first person to pull the probate, the first person to pull whatever list.
No specific date.
No, I mean, you get the information faster. That's always best, right?
Yeah. Of course. Okay. Let me think. Do I have any other questions? I'm talking with Zach and I'm thinking no questions. You know what, Zach? It's been a pleasure talking with you. Knowing that I have to improve my script, sounding more natural, and change my script, of course. And I believe you have a script in your free wholesaling course. Is that correct?
Yeah, bro. I already gave you the script right now. Are you the owner of the property or looking to sell the property? Motivation, condition, time frame, price. Build rapport in between that.
Of course. Okay. That's it. It sounds so simple, but it just gets.
It is simple.
In my head, it's more like I'm thinking it's more complicated than it is, but it should be simple.
Okay, we're gonna do this together. Okay.
Of course. Okay.
The same words, and just naturally chilling. All right.
Okay.
Are you the owner of 123 Main Street?
Yes.
No, you say it. You say the same thing I just said. Hey, are you the owner of 123 Main Street?
Are you the owner of 123 Main Street?
You just gave me an in between that.
Okay. Are you the owner of 123 Main Street?
Yes. And they're going to say, are you interested in selling that property?
Are you interested in selling that property?
Yes. Okay, great. How long have you been looking to sell the property for?
Okay, great. How long have you been looking to sell that property for?
Outside of price, why are you looking to sell the house?
Outside of price, why are you looking to sell the house?
Is there a reason why you're looking to sell the house?
Is there a reason why you're looking to sell the house?
It's good. Okay. Condition. What's the condition of the property? I mean, how's the roof, AC, flooring?
So what's the condition of the property? How's the AC, the roof, the flooring?
And then the last one is, How much do you need to sell the property for?
So how much do you need to sell the property for?
If you give me a rough ballpark figure of how much you would need to sell it for.
If you can give me a rough ballpark figure of how much you would need to sell the property for.
And I want you to do me a favor here, dude. I want you to watch the recording of you saying those questions versus your cold call and see if there's a difference, because there's a huge difference.
Of course, there is. There should be. All right, Zach, you're spending two hours and 44 minutes in this live call, and you're spending your sweet time helping us out.
There's no football on this week today. I'm good.
There's NBA basketball though, if you're into it.
Yeah, I see the Heat are playing today. We'll see.
Lakers, I guess. I believe Warriors. 2 California teams.
Yeah, Heat play Thursday. We're good. All right, man. I appreciate it. Is there any other questions you got?
Nope. Any more advice to give?
Bro, work on the script and get calling and get those lists.
Okay.
On the market.
Right, Zach. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I will become rich because of Zach Ginn. Have a great day.
Keep it up, man. Thanks.
Bye.
Woo! I love it, guys. Let's see what questions we got in the comments. Help the people out. But yeah, guys, I'll go live as long as you guys want me to. Let's get it going. And let's see what we got. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's see what questions we got. Appreciate everyone giving me the value on here. Thanks, guys, for liking this video. Guys, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. I really appreciate it, everyone. Let's see here. Hashtag overtime. I like it. Zach, what's up, bro? How's it going? How are you, man? He's killing out here. You got your secret dispo strategies. I know who you are. Thank you. Of course. Appreciate it. It's so funny how scripts almost always mess us up. He's a great natural talker, asking Zach questions right now, but changes character when role playing because it's the right thing to do. Juan has said it better than I could have ever said it. That's it. You have to act natural. iRock Styles says, what market should I try in Florida? Orlando is too saturated. I would say I would try Polk County is pretty good. I would go Lake County also, and anything north of Orlando is pretty good. County's north. Zach, I'm back. How often do you pull your list? Every quarter? As much as I can. Every month for high equity, and then the government list as soon as I can. Right when I get the new probates for the week, or every other week. Sometimes it's bi-weekly. I'll go pull it. Let's see here. Sua says, I have a quick question. Anybody can answer. I haven't had my first deal yet. I guess I just got PropStream. Still trying to figure out my next move when making lists or finding cash buyers. Both. Cold call, for sale by owners. I'll help you out a lot. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's see what other questions we got to help people out. Let's go. Approaching 3 hours helping the people out. I'm telling you, this is why I do what I do, trying to help the people. Sandy has a great question here. Sandy says, let's see here from Sandy. She says, are we able to watch these lives again? Of course you can. It's all on YouTube, absolutely for free. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Guys, you're watching this. I got a ton of people still on here. I mean, I'm telling you, the more people that hop on here, guys, if we get more people on these lives, I'm just going to be longer, and I'm going to stay longer and help more people out. I can tell you. That's what I'm trying to do. That is the goal. So let's see what other questions we got on here. And let's see if I can pop any more up, because I'm trying to help the people. That is the goal. That is the goal here. So let's see how many likes we got. See if we can pump these likes up even more. Oh my gosh. Woo. That's a ton of likes, guys. I want to see the likes. Maybe you can double them. Not double. Guys, look at your like button right now. If it's not hit it. I'm trying to help the people out. I'm telling you, we're doing it all for free. What's your Facebook? It's Zach Ginn. Let's see. I have a deal. I need a contract. Hotakiki. I don't know if I'm saying the name right. says you don't have a deal then if you don't have the contract. Check the description of the contracts, purchase and sale agreement, and assignment of contract. Freewholesaling.com has all of it. Telling you, has all of it. Do you see how it pops? It went from 70 views live to like 100 right now because everyone just started liking the video. Guys, I'm telling you, that's how we get more people on. So you guys, when I get more people on, the more you like this video, the more you subscribe, the more questions get asked. I stay on longer, which is more value for you. The more questions that get asked, guys and gals, the more they'll ask questions. They're like, I never even thought about asking that question. And then I'll go answer that question. And you'd be like, wow, that's a lot. That was a very valuable question from that person that person just asked. That's amazing. I'm telling you, you get a lot of value. Like watching these live seller role plays today, you actually got to see a lot of value from people just going over live calls, and you saw what they did wrong, what they did really right. We could see, I think, a big thing we learned today. I mean, even Ellie was talking about equity. I think a lot of people didn't understand equity. Maybe they're too nervous to talk about equity, but I talked about equity there. So very important, guys. Ask questions. Guys, keep it up. I'm telling you right now, keep the questions. New Moon Entrepreneur says the dispo list is going fast. I love it. Keep it up. How many, let's see here. Yes. Thank you. Cool. Thank you. Natalie says, how many deals you're closing a month? So that's always a weird question because I used to do around like 5 to 6, but here's the thing. We're doing a lot of JV deals. We're doing a lot of virtual wholesaling deals. So I'll keep it around 10 to 12 if you mix and match them all. Some of these deals are $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. Guys, I just did a vlog of an $80,000 deal. It's going to take forever to edit that one though. But that one will come out. And then, yeah, I do some big ones though. And then big ones, I'll go out and drive and actually go to the house, even though I've never been to some of these houses before, and get them done. But that's kind of standard. I mean, the JVs, take them out. I mean, that's 3 to 4 we do. So Zach is awesome. Love the integrity. These are smart. And each one's different. Like sometimes you do 8 deals, sometimes you do 12, sometimes you do 14, sometimes you do 7. Like it all depends, but it's more about not how many deals, how much net profit you get per month. Because I'm telling you, that's way more important to make $100K a year versus, it's more important to make $1 million per year net profit than to do 100 deals, because 100 deals could be $1,000 each. So make $1 million versus 100,000. Kara says, Zach is awesome. I love the integrity. There are smart people that overthink it all and people who don't think anything at all and try to win. Sometimes it is simplicity. Don't overthink it. How often are FSBOs good on Zillow? I think they're pretty good. Jonah 3 cases. How do I find buyers outside of local events? Easiest, go to freewholesaling.com. I show you how to do it on Facebook. Facebook is the top one. Watch the replay in the beginning of this video. I kind of break it down. I'm telling you, people ask these questions, guys. Even in the top of this video, when I was talking to Ellie, I actually broke down how to do it in Dallas the right way perfectly. No excuse. Freewholesaling.com has it also. Mina Von Gasha says, do you do out of state? Yes, I do out of state. Juan has a great point here. Juan's always on here, always helping provide value. So appreciate you, Juan. Zach Nash said, that's great about what's great about PropStream is that the availability to get an email is PropStream is that you have an availability to get an email. You get to get an email the instant a property fits your criteria. When having to pull new properties, there's many more out there, of course. So Zach says, you repull and rebuy numbers for your high equity list every month. No, because we get rid of duplicates on there, which we can do through PropStream. Zach, do you do deals in what? No, I do not do deals in West Virginia, but I know it's an area where some property values are actually going down. A lot of them are going up, but yeah. Apart from Google Voice, what's another dial that you use? Not that is 111. Google Voice, or even your own phone number, a burner phone, call rail, but you got to pay for call rail, so it depends. Juan says, play the intro music again before you get the next caller. All right, well, only because Juan will provide so much value to the audience that I gotta add. I gotta do a solid for Juan, okay? Because he's always talking to people, answering questions. So, yeah, you gotta help Juan out because he's always helping everyone else. So, Juan, this one's out for you.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Juan asked for it. He got it. Let's get jazzed up. Let's go. Let's keep it up. These gurus, they are mad I'm going live for 3 hours. They do not want me to go live for 3 hours because they know that is more value that they're not be able to provide. That's less course sales from them. That is less legacy that they get to help people through selling courses. And that means that the time of gurus and selling courses is going down by every single minute I go live this year. Every extra minute is one less course, is probably one less course sale. So I'm telling you, Tony always loves to DJ. I'm telling you, and we do it with fun. A lot of these gurus I hear are just boring. Blech, makes me go to sleep every time I hear them. They get to the regular. It's boring. Okay, and they try to act exciting, but they don't really care about this business, and they'll act excited and then they'll get like, oh, just talking like this. Guys, they fake it. I'm telling you, I love this business. I have a passion for it. I'll talk about it forever. I'll go for 3 hours straight, which I don't think anyone really does. Some people do like a 12-hour live stream, but then that they won't do another one for like 6 to 8 months because it's too much. I'll go 3 hours weekly because I don't care. I'm trying to help the people out. I do not care. Here to help the people out. I have a passion in this business. I'm not getting paid to do this. There's no mastermind thing I'm trying to sell you. There's no course I'm trying to sell you. I'm trying to help everything. I'm telling you. Let's see. iRock Styles says, what's the best way to get paid leads versus free leads? Pretty good one to ask. That's a pretty good question. So the best way to get paid leads is PropStream, aka listrei.com. Free leads would be government lists from the clerk of the court, the code violation, utility lien list. Those are all the things I would be recommending for you to go do out there. Go to my freewholesaling.com on the bottom here. Freewholesaling.com has the PropStream guide. It'll show you exactly how to do all this. List Automator is part of them, yes. Gurus, they're sad. This is very sad for them. I'm telling you. Let's see. Do you repull the... I'll repull, not every week for some of them, but I'll get them emailed probably monthly. I'm telling you. Oh, fire! I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Lency says, what do you think of Broward County and Dade County wholesale market? It's a tougher. I would probably try Palm Beach, but Drawing for Dollars is probably the best over there. That's honestly what I'd say. I think those would probably be the best markets out of there. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Let's see here. But that's it, guys. I mean, that's all I could say about cold calling and become a cold calling master today. I truly believe in this business, you should learn cold calling for free. I hopefully in this 3 hours, I kind of broke it all down as best I could. Thanks, Juan. I appreciate that. I hopefully I did. I mean, I don't know what else I can do, guys. If you want more than 3 hours, you got to go to freewholesaling.com. That's where I have hundreds of hours of content. It's the Netflix of wholesaling, I would say. Even though we're own thing for it. That's probably where I go. I appreciate you guys spending the evening with me here. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you, I'm out here. I'm trying to give as much value as I can. I don't know how much more value I can give than 3 hours talking to everyone who wants it one-on-one coaching for free. Guys, do me a favor. Like this video. Look at that like button right now. Do you see that like button? If it's not clicked, click it, please. Smash that like button. Look at that subscribe button. I know I tell everyone to subscribe, and everyone's like, oh, I've subscribed. There's like 40% of people watching these videos that are never subscribed to me, which makes no sense. Subscribe. And lastly, keep coming for more. That's all I could say. That's it, guys. Appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Love to help you guys out. I'll be live 4 days a week. I'm telling you. I don't know what else to say. I go live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 days a week, 5 p.m. That's when I do it. And then Saturday, Sunday, and Mondays are recorded nice videos. Let's go, guys. Let's get it. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Let's keep it up. Have a great one.